A group. Okay, go ahead.
Shut up. Welcome. We are Table Goth, a group of tabletop gaming enthusiasts and gothic aficionados, and we're here to play episode 6 of Fall of London. We ended in a terrible spot, and I'm eager to figure out what happened so I can move on with my life. So let's do our introductions. Speaking of terrible spots, terrible things happen in this game. Last episode being a good example of it. So if you need to take care of yourself, we get into some sensitive subjects. Do what you got to do. Otherwise, introductions, starting with...
I'm Ms. Penny Dreadful. I'm playing Alice Mockingdale. She's a Tremere, and I'm fucked.
I'm Metal Chocobos. I'm playing Dr. Henry Banerjee. I am Hakata, and I'm fucked.
Lady Catherine, I'm Manny Morose playing.
She's a method actor.
I'm now completely Lady Catherine Montague of Ventrum.
And?
I said my name after I fucked it up the first time.
And she fucked it.
And she's fucked.
Was it?
I'm Baxi Bro. I am Tommy Smith, the Nosferatu. And I am fucked.
I'm Bully, and I'm doing all right. And this is Fall of London.
Isn't it?
Hard to manage right now.
Last time, we played a game whilst drinking, and it showed. Starting with our Heralds, learning about a meeting with a spy for Richard de Word.
I forgot how bad it started.
The spy was a Nosferatu named Gabriel, who they were warned could be unseen with obfuscate. So they
That
sent
was
in their...
Gabriella.
Yeah.
What? What did I say?
Gabriel.
Like Angel.
None of you saw them, so you don't know.
Nod.
They sent in their own Nosferatu to watch the meeting, and which she did. And then she turned invisible and walked away, and that was that. But then they
Success.
put together a plan B, using a favor Lady Catherine was owed by a Nosferatu Caleb, who she helped settle a domain dispute with at Elysium. So once they found a way to break into a closed tube station that he told them about, they sent in Dr. Henry by himself. With this
Watson.
corgi, Watson. I found some strange graffiti, found a place in general disarray, and he explored a tunnel to find a swarm of feral rats, which torn to him and his dog, so he decided to bring in the rest of the coterie,
You're going to want to see this.
who discovered that they can purchase flashlights, and they returned to the tunnels. They found a lost party-seeking Toreador named Victor, and learned that flyers were circulated to lure people underground. They sent him on his way, only to find a less friendly kindred lurking in the shadows. A monstrous feral Nosferatu attacked the group, only to be quickly entranced by Lady Catherine. Though her beast wanted to see harm come to the Low Clan freak, and it was around this time the coterie learned that some blood sorcery effect was making them hungrier than usual. The coterie found a collapsed tunnel with a trapped maintenance worker who they fed from and then let die from his wounds. They were taken to an abandoned train car where the Nosferatu kept its nest, and they found a map. Lady Catherine, her entrancement wore off, so she decided to super entrance him to maintain control over the creature, while puncturing his eye with her heel to clearly establish her superiority.
It was a messy critical. It was not my choice.
2 messy criticals
Yeah, but you're smiling
on the same
whole
thing to the
way.
poor girl.
Literally started crying
She loved it.
when that happened.
Continuing through the tunnels, they decided to try to feed, and they found a group of thin bloods who ambushed them, so they ended up diablerizing them in return. Scared off some feral dogs, found the lair of a serial killer who kept notes on decomposing corpses and possible locations to a gate to heaven she was trying to find before the demons.
She.
Oh, she...
Wow.
Eventually, they ran into Rhea, another Nosferatu who pretended to be lost and scared, but was exposed as an agent of the Lord of the Underground. She tried taking the coterie in circles so the hunger would take them, but Tommy caught on, roughed her up into cooperating, and they eventually wound up in Richard de Ward's lair, which was a World War II bunker. They met the ancient Nosferatu, who refused to give him the dagger. He instead offered an alliance, allowing them to rule above, while he kept his kingdom below. They said no, and he said reviving Mithras was not an option. So, caught at a crossroads, Tommy attacked the Elder. The Elder got away, sent Tommy to a frenzy, and left him in the room with the rest of the coterie. Catherine managed to get control of Tommy, and Alice used a ritual to track Richard. While tracking, they were swarmed by a horde of ghoul rats, but they pressed on, though this sent Henry into a fear frenzy, and he took off.
I'm out of here, guys.
Pressing on to try to find them, Alice got jumped. She was the first out of the bunker. And then Tommy insisted on fighting till he was also beaten in torpor. So, left with Lady Catherine, Richard gave her a stern warning to leave his people alone, not to trespass in his kingdom again. And despite being the only conscious kindred present and in opposition, she made sure to let her contempt for him known. And after insulting the Elder, Richard realized courtesy and second chances doesn't work on this group. So he made her apologize and drove his cane through her eye to send the only message they seemed to understand.
Me kidding.
So, with Alice and Tommy in torpor, Henry running away, Catherine badly wounded, everyone super hungry, no one knows where the dagger is, we will pick it up there.
You just got gnarled.
Yeah.
Yeah, think about it.
That put me. I'm depressed now. Where's your eye patch?
It's nice outside. Like, we
Forgot to
should
get
do
it
It's gonna be
today.
cold
I
tomorrow.
really was gonna do it. I forgot.
Sweet.
Oh,
Margot style.
damn.
embroidered.
Margot
the big thing.
Hansen.
All right.
Bop.
I guess let's just start with you.
Thank God.
Nobody else?
Thank God.
I'll go.
Tips on first. She's pretty hungry too.
Actually,
Fuck off.
What are you doing?
Actually,
as this cane is driven through your eyeball into your head, you black out. When you open your eyes again, you're in a much nicer place,
yeah.
a nice warm room, in bed with Angelique beside you.
Oh no.
You look out the window, and you get this feeling of power and comfort, knowing the entire city is your hunting ground. You think about how you enjoy your strolls with her, the looks you guys get, the blood you drink together. It could be perfect for an eternity, if it were not for the tedious business that conspires to take Angelique away from you. It's an old argument already that you've had many times, even if it's really the only topic that causes any friction between you two. You ask why she must go, and she reminds you that the Lord needs us. Then she asks if you'll join her, and you tell her you have an errand or one of 100 excuses that she knows are lies. Then she leaves momentarily, but a reminder that this paradise you have with her has a cost, and Mithras owns it. You wake up wondering if he's worth all of this, as you were in a filthy tunnel, in pain, your vision blurred from your one remaining eye now being coated with blood leaking into it from your other. No one else in sight, though, besides the occasional skitter of a rat or creak of a tunnel. What would you like to do?
I'm pretty far from the bunker now, yeah?
No, you're right outside the bunker. This happened in the tunnel outside the bunker.
Okay.
Yeah. Quick work of us.
Can I feel any draft like a secret door like was in Elysium?
Give me a wits awareness. Or a wits investigation. whichever you want.
Two successes.
So, like the tunnels before, every once in a while there's a draft or something, but it seems to not make sense where it's coming from. It's more of something weird, something not natural about this labyrinth of tunnels rather than something that would make sense. If it's a draft, that means there's something on the other side. Because remember, Alice had looked for this before too. And starting to realize that this place just has a lot of ways to fuck with you.
I'm gonna try to drag Alice and Tommy one at a time back into the bunker.
Back into Richard's Haven.
Did they leave?
You don't see them, but you know it's very easy for them not to be seen.
Have I seen a like a platform station area? Because we came down there in a while.
You're pretty far from one.
Pretty far.
Yeah. But I mean, you know the way back. You're not so far that you couldn't retrace your steps.
As I am scrambling to figure out how to keep the rest of my coterie safe and escape, knowing that I'm starving, I remember that I had learned learned something with presence.
What's that?
A way to call to someone who I had drunk from or used a presence power on.
To summon them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The only issue is that it costs a rouse check.
That
And
might
I'm at
be
4
an issue
hunger.
indeed. Okay. So, are you going to risk it?
I don't feel like I have any options. If I travel further down, there's a good chance I'll get hungry anyway. Go into torpor because I'm hungry. If I stay there, I could be eaten by Nosferatu.
Yeah, it'll be, if you hunger frenzy, you know your closest meals are your two coterie members right now.
Mm-hmm.
So this could be quite dangerous, but
Also very cool.
you would assume their hunger probably isn't great either. So you drinking from them, if they survive, definitely put them in a frenzy. Actually, it wouldn't matter in torpor. They'll be fine. If you don't drain them
So
and diablerize one of your heralds.
So I could slightly cannibalize them.
Oh, just
In order to help?
preemptively?
How much willpower do you have to make that save?
1.
That's not bad. It's good odds.
So, very, very bad chances. You know right now, with your weakened state of mind and the beast getting stronger and stronger, yeah, if you frenzied, there's little that would be able to stop you from. Actually, I guess you could spend the last point. If you have 1, yeah, you can spend it to stop yourself in a frenzy. Or you could just try to drag them out and hope for the best.
Would I physically be able to drag both of them out? Myself? I could try.
What's your strength?
I don't even know where strength. 1.
Won't be pleasant, but it's doable. It's not impossible to lift.
I would start doing that as my first option, and keep my summon and sips from them on the back burner
Yeah.
for now.
Okay.
Last resorts, but
Absolutely.
it could save them if
Um,
need be.
Still on the list.
so it would
Definitely.
probably be more of you
Number 2.
dragging. Well, how do you want to do this?
For
I don't
your
think you
turn,
can carry both at a time.
drag both by the arm, one arm, just like try to trudge along.
You could probably do that. Sitting there, just
Oh.
bouncing against the tracks, getting scraped up and filthy, but
This is why I ran.
Wouldn't be so difficult if you were
so
Sorry.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
you begin doing the strenuous process of dragging these two deadweight corpses
Hey.
Did someone say corpus?
along
Someone-
Favorite.
a subway tunnel. After a while, and after you're really starting to consider just summoning, and because you don't even know if it'll still be night outside by the time you get them anywhere, you come across a shopping cart.
Try to heave them both in there.
Yeah,
Just pile the corpses up like a
yeah. Essentially,
bubonic
they're
plague
just
cart.
legs and arms hanging out. You just put
We
both
all
their
went
voter
Saturday
members in
night
this
to the St.
cart,
Charles High School.
lean against it, and start
At a Walmart.
pushing.
Then at Walgreens.
Henry,
Boy,
where are you fleeing to?
you know. Actually, I don't know because I forgot that.
You said the serial killers.
Yeah, but I forgot that she is super like religious. I don't know if she'll like seeing a vampire. Fuck it, I'm gonna risk it. I'm going there.
Risky for the biscuit.
I got nowhere else to go.
Okay, so you're going back to that room with the corpses. Okay.
Meeting little Watson.
Yeah, I mean, you go there, and it's as you left it.
Okay.
I mean, you know from the map and the notes that she's checking on one of the sites she has marked on the map.
Okay. I will hunker down here. I'm gonna look at the bodies again. Do they have any bite marks?
No. They have no damage to the bodies whatsoever.
Is it does it range from like male to female?
Yeah, there's no pattern here. It's just all pretty random,
What's the youngest?
maybe upper 20s.
Okay. All right.
Your body.
Thorough autopsy would be good.
I just don't know what time it is. That's what-
Autopsy time.
I don't want to wake up and she's here. She kills me. That makes for a good story. I'm gonna do it.
You look like a corpse. So
That's true. Did I kill that one?
And that dog? Yeah, I'm just gonna hunker down here for the night. I'll put her notes back.
Okay.
I need to go to Torpor so I can fucking heal. No, I need to be somewhere I can feed.
there might
You
be a
wake up.
serial killer right when you wake up.
I want to
This
train
is
her.
Dexter her ass.
I mean,
I'm gonna
you,
make-
you know where she is. You again have the map.
Is it a site in here?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah, all of her things marked are places in the underground.
In the underground.
Mhm.
Alright, yeah, I'll start heading to that site. How far away is it?
We'll find out. You follow her map, cutting through a lot of different tunnels and proper tracks and maintenance areas. Walking for a while, so not very close to this. Also, not in the direction you need to go if you're just getting out of here the way you came. But it's, I guess, one of your only leads. Are you doing so stealthily? Well, you have your flashlight, so there's not a lot of stealth. I know you can see in the
I
dark.
can see in the dark, but it's going the opposite way that I need to get out.
I mean, there's many ways out, but the one way you came through, it's not that way.
Abandoned one, right?
Yeah.
If I look at that map and see that I can come back down here another time. I'm gonna start going over there.
You can't come back down here another time unless you want to fight the Nosferatu who told you that you just attacked.
Worked out. All right, fine. I gotta.
I mean, you don't have to, but
I have to.
you would know you're
This
not going to be welcome back down here.
Too good to pass up. Finally, someone who gets me. Why y'all laughing?
Okay.
Why you laughing?
So instead of the way out, you're heading towards a serial killer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Friend. Turn the flashlight
A
off.
serial friend.
And I will just use my all specs.
Are you going to attempt to do so stealthily?
Yes.
Give me your dex stealth.
Dex, stealth. Where is my stuff? Oh, it's all hunger. No. I can feel the beast right above, right around me. I'm not doing any of that. Is the beer?
Yeah,
The lactose beer, huh?
Thick lactose beer.
I was just gonna call him a coward.
What?
That's so rude. He's our friend.
Okay.
I mean,
It's constructive criticism.
You come towards the tunnel. This is marked. Getting near, you have to pause as you feel the tunnel rumbling again, which you've heard a time or two. This time it gets louder and louder, and you have to make sure to stay in a maintenance tunnel as this track seems to be a live one. As a train passes. You wait for it to pass, knowing at this time it might be very early morning. Before getting to the site, the place marked on the map is on the track. You can smell blood, but like unappetizing blood, like dirty blood, but blood nonetheless. Which someone as hungry as you, certainly better than nothing.
Sounds of death. Do I need to not be moving, or can I walk with sounds of death?
Sounds of death. You're seeing. You just don't make any noise.
I'm gonna activate signs of death.
Okay.
No rouse check.
Yeah. Okay. With that, you're slowly creeping up the tracks, silently, keeping a low profile, smelling the blood a little bit. You would see just sort of stepping out of the shadow of a tunnel is you see this person just wearing very simple, tattered clothing, long, stringy, filthy hair. They sort of just throw themselves on the tracks and open a book, and they begin just sort of moving around the tracks, move around little pebbles and stuff, and doing something to this area. You're not sure what. Occasionally, writing with this little nub of a pencil in their book and looking back at the spot. Sometimes just pausing, where you think you get caught for a second, so their head flies up, and they listen, and they look, and they sort of mutter something as if talking to someone, and they go back to writing.
All right. Do I recognize anything occultish?
This whole thing's occultish, yeah.
All right. I'm going to quietly approach with little Watson.
Okay.
I'll have Watson down with me. I'll have her notes that I took, and just kind of approach from behind. And quite a fan of your work.
They don't even acknowledge you. They're just looking down and looking back and forth between this spot. They're sitting on the tracks, just kind of looking there and scribbling some more.
But I'm gonna take a closer look at what she's doing then.
So you lean over. There's a he. Just throws himself over whatever little spot he was working on and looks at you.
How you doing, friend? I'm quite a fan of your work, but you lack discipline. There's some things you could work better on. But
Those aren't yours.
No, I stumbled across them, and they remind me of a bit of what I
Shh, 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 shh. No, you go on.
dabble on. Can I? Fuck! I can't do anything except I'll frenzy if I get hungry.
If you get a friend.
Sounds reasonable.
I'm quite a fan of your work, but you lack discipline. Perhaps we can help one another, sharpen your senses.
No, I know who you are.
Oh,
You're the one who lacks discipline.
is that so?
You lack sight. It's not your fault. It has to be given to you. It's not something you can develop. Trust me, if I could give it to you, I would.
Yes.
But I can't.
And why can't you?
It's mine. It was given to me for a reason.
Who gave that to you?
They did.
They. The ghost. The spirits.
They're
I
trapped.
I've seen them too.
And they need to get through. This is the spot. I've seen her here too many times. I should have known. Wasted my time looking other places. This was it. I think they move it. But this is it right now. We're gonna find it.
Perhaps I can help you. In such sense.
This task was given to me alone. I've asked for help many times, and they help me on occasion. Unless you're the one they were supposed to be sending.
Perhaps I am. I'm gonna do Sense the Unseen.
He stands up, and he, that's not a rouse check.
Nope. I just checked.
Yeah. Stand up. Focus for a moment. Open your eyes, looking through the veil, and dozens of ghosts just lingering in this place. All just staring at you. One, a woman, younger, has her hand on this individual's shoulder.
Good evening. Well, good morning, I guess. I can see you. I can see all of you.
Well, yeah, why wouldn't you? We can see you. But what we need to see is the door.
The door. Yes.
They shouldn't be here. I'm trying to help them. They've told me so many clues, secrets, and I keep messing it up. I need to put them together the right way.
Well, why do you think this is the spot to do it?
Just maybe a couple more. I've seen the succubus here.
The succubus.
Well, not seen, but they told me she's been here. Right.
Describe the succubus to me.
I mean, the succubus. We've all seen a succubus.
Of course, but there's so many of them.
This one, not as ancient as the other ones I've seen. Tricky. She almost had this, wears little buns in her hair to hide the horns. Not fooling me, though. Not fooling any of us, really.
Do you wear buns? Just double check.
Rhea did.
Rhea, yep.
I think I know your friend, or not a friend.
Not a friend.
She
If
actually...
she finds us first, it's not going to be good for any of us. But if I can find a way to open it, this might not be right. Everything feels wrong now. And you can see a lot of the spirits seem to be getting upset. There's this sort of negative energy starting to culminate here. I need another hint, another clue. I'm gonna have to bring another one down. Just one or two more clues, and I'll be able to put it together. That's it. That's right. You, maybe.
I think so. I know the succubus you speak of.
You're with
Actually,
them.
No. I'll point to like my bloodied rat bites and stuff. I ran into her and her kind. This is what they did to me. I actually like to work with you and get my revenge on her. I can do things, unnatural things.
I don't want revenge. We just need to open the door. If you can't open the door, you're of no use to me. Unless you have a secret I need to find.
I can perhaps open the door. I just need to rest.
Don't have time to rest.
All right, then I guess.
Or maybe we do. Yes, we do. Rest here. I'll get a secret from you. I'll be one step closer to the door.
All right.
I understand why you've been sent here.
Perfect. Then,
Right here should do.
no, I prefer.
It doesn't matter what you prefer. This is the spot. The back and forth is we're close enough.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be messy, but it's the only way. Lay here. A few moments should do. Please.
What's my insight?
Not good.
You should roll it anyways.
And yeah.
You calling your mom to come get you?
Yeah. Looking up
Narwhals.
where the shroud fence might not actually be a rouse check, but it sounds like it has to be a rouse check.
Yeah, like I said, you can, even with your sense the unseen, not only can you see, actually, because you can see sorcery stuff too. Now that you've become accustomed to this, all these spirits hanging about, there's certainly some sort of focal point where this person's working on, where a lot of the magic accumulated in this place seems to have a significant anchor here,
Okay.
where you can see every once in a while, there's still graffiti. There's those signs in red chalk. A few of them really sort of bright stand out to you now as they're so active with blood magic.
No, I cannot lay here. I need hours of rest and to look over my own notes. So
Can you make him lay? He looks over to the ghost at his shoulder, and she looks at you, looks at him, and nods. Takes her hand off of him.
lady.
If you can't open the door, this is the only way to help. So either you're going to help with the door, or you're going to give us your secret.
Just give me your secret.
do
Sounds
it.
fine.
My
Do it,
secret is to
bud.
use where the shroud fence, but that's a rouse check.
Coward, just do it.
Got a secret.
I don't think you think that would help
Can you
actually.
keep
Now that I'm looking
it?
at it.
Yeah, but worst thing that happens is your friend's gonna kill this guy.
Two can keep a secret.
I'm gonna try it. One rouse check.
What does this do? What are you trying to do?
Vampire's Infinity Oblivion can sense locations where a shroud between the world of the living and the Shadowlands stands. Through this discipline, doesn't directly tell a vampire why the shroud between worlds is thin.
I mean, you don't need that because you see ghosts everywhere, so you know there's shroud is very thin here. That wouldn't necessarily help you with anything. That just lets you know. So if you're looking for a place to summon a ghost, that would help you find a place like that.
Okay.
You're here. Like I said, you can see the location that he's working on, and you can see the ghost. You can see there's something there. He's found something, and you can see that
I'll take
a
a
ghost is now getting ready to.
I'll take a closer look.
Help
I
you
guess,
out.
at the, what he's working on. See if any of my occult intelligence can.
Did you look at the sorcery symbols? He said you could see those too.
Yeah, I'm looking at fucking everything.
Okay.
Just tell him about your crush on Tommy.
I'm not even crushing that hard. Stop that from Tommy.
Do you have any willpower?
Tommy
I got
knows.
one left out of 3.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, Elijah has like 8. I just fucking slice this stuff all the time. This is not fun.
So, well,
Well,
you don't have anything else for ghosts, I guess.
There's one thing, but it requires. It's called the Knowing Stone. I can identify locations and existence of specific ghosts, but I need a stone from a church, wall, or holy site. That's why the first episode, when we were going through that with all the statues that were covered, I took one of those stones just in case. But I don't know if that will help. But I also believe I had to pour my blood into. Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm not doing well here. That's all my stuff requires. Blood.
Okay.
gonna get
So
some shot
just
right
give me
now.
your one willpower
One
roll
eye.
then.
Classic. But I don't wanna. Oh!
And I'm about to sleep.
You're just impaired. You're fine.
Everything's gonna
Do I
be
mark that
fine.
willpower?
No, there's a willpower roll.
That's what I thought.
But you want to use the willpower to pass, right?
Oh,
To reroll.
that's why I'm crushing on you. These brain in the brawn.
Yeah, so you are crushing on him.
Aren't you in torpor? Am I seeing ghosts?
So,
Aren't you crushing?
Shut up, you.
1-800, are you crushing?
Is that
I'm
Alice?
gonna need more wine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we're having fun again. Sorry, man.
Sorry, Mom.
We'll be more sad.
I'm already really sad.
Yeah.
Let's go with my hair like this.
Crawling in.
so well, we'll see how much health you have. We'll take 3 superficial.
Oh, classic.
Hey, I'm out.
Are you?
Yep.
All right. So yeah, you
Last
So 3 of us.
person. Kindred
well,
standing.
I will say with your sentient scene, you'd see the area is warded. So yeah, I guess not. You actually would be able to choose whether you touched it or not.
Oh.
Yeah. So never mind. You can see it's warded.
Do you touch it though? Don't metagame.
Yeah. with sentient scene, you can certainly see that. So you see something. There's some sort of sorcerous focus, probably buried right here. That seems to have gathered all sorts of things from the Shadowlands and seems to be a focus for Arcane, but there's a ward on it.
Very well. Do I with
So yeah, you reach and there's a little bit of electricity you feel, and you're like, nope.
All right. You are indeed correct. This is something.
This
very
is it.
interesting.
I was
This-
right.
Yeah, absolutely, this is it. But it's warded. We need to break the ward.
Can you do it?
Me personally, no. But no, I
Speed it
cannot.
up.
But I have friends that might be able to.
4-legged ones?
Watson.
Buried under. We're not on the platform, are we? We're like in the
Tracks.
tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps this old one can do it. Watson,
You try to get your corgi to dig?
go around this way so you're not
See,
in the
you can't
ward.
be creative. Come on, buddy.
You're so mean.
That's what you want
What?
to like.
I heard what you said. I heard what you said.
No, he
What
was
did he
saying.
say?
No, he was saying earlier, like he felt like it was restrictive sometimes, and see how
Yeah, you're a
creative this
mage
is.
boy. See, I knew.
Mage is a fun game.
Do you guys hate
I
me?
don't know, guys, because no one will
'Cause
come
I-
and play with me.
Okay,
Corgis
so
You should play it. It's fun.
the ward actually went into effect. A homunculus.
Oh no.
So
You monster!
It doesn't
This is the
affect.
doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't affect. I
This
think
is
No.
the best
He's
Still a
day
monster.
Yeah.
You can say that
with his
anyway.
little half this missing chunk, just look at his paws though. It takes a moment, but Corey's little burrowers, he starts digging and digging and digging, and eventually pulls out a dagger.
Yes!
Get second inspiration. Call
Here,
it.
boy.
To
Easy.
the person immediately bends down and grabs it from Watson.
Perfect.
Is this the gate? This might be it.
It's a key to a gate. These items, they'll show you the way to heaven, to God.
So we can use this to open up the door so they can pass through.
Yes.
Interesting. He takes it and he stabs the ghost next to him, who stops for a moment. And you see them dissipate. We've done it.
We have.
And with this, you see the rest of the ghosts. Some seem almost excited about this, relieved. Some tense up and start sort of forming around you. What would you like to do?
I'll let them form around him. I'll just watch patiently.
Okay.
I will have no.
Step away.
I'll have pick up
Run away
Watson.
again.
I'll just watch them.
You can see one heading straight for you.
I have no qualms with you.
Okay. You're not doing anything else?
Dodge action. I can't do anything.
Dodge a
to
ghost? If you can dodge a ghost.
This really is Scooby Doo.
You know, you could
Alright.
do something if you grab that dagger real quick.
If you grab that
Yeah,
tight dagger.
Am I close enough to grab the dagger?
You said you stepped
stepped
away?
My strength is
Yeah.
so.
You did just say you stepped away.
back, yeah.
So, give me an
At this point, you see one
Oblivion
face
Resolve.
woman running with
Oh.
a cart full of people.
Oh.
For hunger.
A ramen card. Special for ghosts.
2 successes.
Okay.
Yours.
Okay.
Scooby.
Comes and he reaches
beasties.
and he starts to reach for you and you grab his hand. As you could tell, was about to try to possess you because, well, if he goes near that knife, he'll get stabbed. If he does so with your body, he'll be fine. But your knowledge of wraiths and things on the other side, especially with the veil so thin here, you can interact with it just as it can interact with you. And yeah, you
I'll grab it. I'll grab the dagger. You can all get out of here safe.
he
Help me.
goes.
Distract. And I'll.
As he begins, as some of the ghosts that seem willing, eager for this, he sort of just accepts them on a dagger. Doesn't even have to stab them as much as they go into it. What are you gonna do?
While I'm going to send that one to distract, I come at him. I'm going to go behind. I'll have Watson distract, biting at his ankles. And I'll grab the dagger.
Okay, give me a strength. There's a strength brawl. It'll be a lower difficulty with a distraction.
Okay. 2 hunger.
So you'll just need one success.
You want to do a rest?
One success.
Okay, so Watson bites. He looks. Then the ghost sort of passes through him for a moment. Yeah, it's frozen. You come and snatch the thing.
Sorry, friend. And I'm just going to.
Give me a strength melee.
One.
Okay. Still sort of distracted. Yeah, he takes. It's okay. Yeah. Just holds and sort of breathes the last few breaths before it just sort of slides off this dagger. Some of the ghosts don't seem as happy about this. But some do. And these ghosts sort of start interacting. Where you're not like fighting, but you could just feel this weird collision between some of this spiritual energy.
Watson?
Probably want that, though, right? Might be not wasting it.
Yeah.
There's like a popsicle.
Oh.
Why didn't you
Can you
drink
feed
him?
off of him?
Can I feed off of him? He's sleepy boy now.
If you do it right now,
Yeah.
before he's dead.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you can get if you're
Does
going to
D&D?
you're going to kill him.
No, I'm taking so many stains already.
You already
I
killed him.
need to play this game.
Because of how he is,
You stabbed him in the throat. You don't think you get away with not killing him?
No self-defense.
An arm?
so you could probably only get one from him safe. I mean, you stabbed him. In the
Right,
throat.
right, right.
He's going to
already-
die.
You've already
Yeah,
killed
if I'm already
him.
gonna get
It's
that
like
stain, I might as well
sticking a
just
syringe
Don't
in
think about the
there,
stain. Just think
and
about
then-
what would Henry do.
drain him dry.
Why wouldn't
Yeah.
he? He doesn't know
Yeah,
what's
I mean
going
you're feeding from him because you had to stab him.
Right,
It'd be one thing if you killed someone
Yeah.
to
No, I
get the
get it.
hunger,
I'm
but
gonna
you
do it.
yeah okay. Can lower your hunger by 2.
All right, T. Got a little pep in my step. Sorry.
And He also has a resonance that'll help you with your oblivion.
Oh, nice.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah.
You train him. Very good meal, especially that meal. You love studying that passing between life and death, and you train the rest of him right as he's already passing, especially in this place with that weakened veil. But you don't have a lot of time, so you drink quickly. And where are you going?
I'll grab his book too. Did he have a book that he had laid out?
Mhm.
I'll grab that. Dagger in here. Corgi. I'm gonna go try to make it out that the way I came. The platform.
The abandoned
Okay.
one.
Platform. Or should I see if my friends are okay? I'll probably go that way, honest. No, but no frost.
You wouldn't
right
know
there.
where
Back to
we
the
have
day
gone, yeah.
they
He'll
are.
then be like, I think I'm out, and he's gonna open the door. And
Give me a composure resolve.
Oof. Those are some Evelyn numbers.
Oh, lucky me. 3 hunger. Wait, no.
You only have 2.
2 hunger.
oh,
1 success.
Okay. You only have 1 willpower left.
Mm-hmm.
You lose it. As you're going, you turn, and the train's already on you. You didn't even really hear it coming, but now you turn and you can hear it screeching as it's right there before you even chance to get out of the way. But it passes through you, as it's some sort of like ghost train. But you feel the energy of whatever happened. You at a glance realize this was a very old-fashioned looking one. You realize that is the one you saw earlier too. So maybe it's not morning yet, but you could just feel something terrible happen to everyone on that train, and you can feel just their anger, their lashing out, their sorrow just start leeching off of your willpower. But eventually it passes as you drop to your knees, impaired now, but physically fine.
All right. Hey. All right. Then if I think it still might not be morning yet, I'll make my way up the platform.
Back the way you came.
Well,
Are you heading back towards the way
The
you?
original entrance.
Yeah, original entrance. Or
well,
you
isn't
want?
there an entrance? But there might be antigen.
Cops.
There. Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You do either one. So if you want to continue this way and
No, I
look,
forgot about antigen, so I'm gonna go to the abandoned one.
okay,
And
we
you're
further,
carrying
but
a masquerade breach.
okay, you'll start heading that away. Lady Catherine, walking, one eye just congealed shut now, pushing a shopping cart with 2 of your coterie members in it along the side of the tracks, just not making very good pace, but not sure what else to do at this point. Eventually, getting a little bit closer, and you're recognizing some of the tunnels that are supposed to be in. It's sort of a pain because you'll get to things where you have to like take them out, lift them onto like a platform, put the cart up there, and redo it again, or squeeze them through maintenance tunnels and stuff. But once you're back on one of the tracks, pausing for a moment, just as you just threw them back in the cart, you can hear, you're not sure if you're going crazy, and you just can still hear that incessant squeaking of one of the cart wheels. So you realize that's actually not your cart. It sounds like another shopping cart being pushed in your direction.
And it's do I have my flashlight on? Can I see anybody? Do I still have a flashlight? Honestly, is
Yeah.
a good question.
Honestly.
Can
Shine
I
a
see
flashlight
anybody?
at him?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. You shine your flashlight and see Colin describes like a stereotypical hobo. This big hat, beard, hair, a couple coats, fingerless gloves, almost like a hobo costume. Pushing a shopping cart just full of junk. Just shields his eyes as you shine a flashlight at him. So enough of that.
I lowered it a little bit.
Jesus Christ. Deal with being blinded down here. And he just leans in and keeps pushing his cart towards you. Henry, you heard that. Just looking ahead through one of the curve of the tunnels, you can see sort of a light moving and then get lowered. As you're coming back to the way you came. What would you like to do?
Is this the way out? Is it up here somewhere? I got
Lots of
turned around.
ways out now. Ew. You're a lady. Oh, fuck.
What's left of one?
He goes to like touch where your eye was if you let him.
I've very little dignity left, but I use whatever I do have in my fingertips and slap his hand more.
Oh,
Just
that's
very
fair.
light-
Oh, that's
lightly,
fair. That's
but
fair.
that's all I got.
Oh, come on, please.
You all right, love? Look like a right battered bird here.
Yeah, these tunnels.
What happened to you?
Well, got turned around down here, I'm afraid.
No, that'll happen. That'll happen.
It's
Give me set you in the right direction.
Well, looks, I guess there's no other things I can go to more terribly. Yes.
You know what'll help? He reaches in and he pulls out a flask. You'll need this more than me. Hands it to you. At this, you've come across where you can see this exchange happening.
Yeah.
You can see past him now, and you can see Dr. Henry just at the edge of your flashlight light, sort of peer around the other side of the tunnel. He hands you
Was
the flask.
the dude in front of me? And I lifted the light up? Or was he
He was,
behind me and
coming
then Dr.
towards you.
Henry's in front
So
of me?
you
he's coming down?
yeah, you reached
Okay.
the cross tunnel, and he's coming one way, Henry's coming the same way, but you need to go the other way because you went out of your way off, so you're converging on back to where you're supposed to be going. Same time she's there. Sort of shakes it. Sounds like there maybe is just some backwash in there, but me own recipe.
I'm sure it is top of its game for what's down here. But I need to keep my wits about me. Thank you, though.
It's all up your wits. Look, it's rude to not offer, especially something like this, which ain't all easy to come by down here. I'm trying to show you hospitality so I can trust you, so then I can help you. Unless you're one of them rude ones. You ain't rude, is you? Look, they ain't what hurt you. I guess if I have to take a sip to show you, I will. And he takes a swig, and you can already smell alcohol on his breath, but... Woo! It ain't fancy, but it'll do you a trick. Go on.
I drop my flashlight down a little bit so there's way less light. Tip the flask back, but put my finger over the top and pretend to take a swig.
Okay.
It's holy water, Bryn.
That only works on some kickers.
I'll be activating.
Give me a
Sounds-
manipulation subterfuge.
I'll be activating Sounds of Death and start approaching from behind.
Okay.
Not sure.
That's what Sounds of Death.
Do it.
I mean, I'll do it.
Just for fun.
4 successes.
4?
Yeah.
He's gonna catch you. He's drunk.
Yeah. All right, ain't so bad, is it? Actually took that pretty well. Surprised. You don't mind if I take another, do you?
Of course not.
You're all right. Another cork sitting in this jacket. All right, you need out of here? Yeah,
Yes.
I'll help you out. How close do you want to get?
I probably at this point I'd be there. I'm looking for a way.
Whoa! Jesus Christ! Did you see him?
I heard you guys were trading hooch. I'm alright then.
She just drank the last of it.
Oh, bollocks.
Hey, I got more. He reaches in his cart and pulls up
Jug. Please say
this little tin, ready enough, and he hands it to you. You can tell it's some liquids that are kind of separated, not quite mixed right yet. You know,
No.
I'm sure you just heard my old exchange. You won't want
It's
Go
rude.
ahead. It's rude. She did it. And she's a proper lady. Go on.
Okay.
Please.
Get that out of my face. Much. Pretend to sip.
Manipulation subterfuge.
Just manipulation, please.
Goodness.
Beat your fail.
Might be.
Oh no!
Messy critical
messy
with a
critical.
beast.
But if you fail, it's a messy crit on a 4.
You call this hooch?
Slam.
Um,
Fancy this drink.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's World of Darkness right there.
okay, so pretend to drink, hand it back to him, but your patience has ran out,
Mm-hmm.
and you feel like you have maybe 30 seconds that you could stand to be in this man's presence before you need to leave, or eat him too. All right, so
We're going, right? Let's go.
yeah, follow me. I'll get you out of here.
Just, yeah.
Which that still counts as being in his presence. That would still count as you.
Yep.
Okay.
I need to get out of here.
Look at this little guy, and he scratches under the chin of Watson.
Don't touch my dog.
Sorry. Doesn't look too great. Anyways, follow me. I noticed you got a couple bodies in your cart.
I was waiting for you to notice.
No, yeah, first thing I noticed actually. Look, I won't ask. Come on. And he starts pushing his.
Honorable folk around here. What
You were
did
gonna see
say?
me about to fucking patch this dude's head.
You got a squeaky wheel though, I could fix that too. And he
thought-
starts digging through his cart. If you see it, it's a bottle. I got a lot of bottles, but this bottle is a little bit more.
I just start walking.
Okay.
Remove myself from the situation.
Yep.
Pretty rude, don't you think?
It's hard to find good company in the underground. You know what they say.
A lot of weirdos down here.
I turn him back around. I hear that.
I cannot stand for the disrespect.
Give me a wits awareness.
Two successes and a beast.
Oh.
Maybe he rolls bad.
She's trying to hit me over the head with a
I
bottle.
don't think Antigen usually rolls bad.
Womp womp. He said he looked like it was a costume.
Yeah.
Um,
That guy.
Someone's trying to be
yes,
nice.
he pulls a pistol out,
Yeah.
and his demeanor immediately gets not the swaying drunk guy, but very alert. That's fucking enough for you, you blank bitch. You're one of them, right?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you will be. He's gonna go to
Have
shoot
I
you.
already passed him?
No, you can hear the confrontation has.
So I have passed him.
Yeah, you are.
And I'm
Yeah,
walking.
In
yeah,
front of him.
All right.
Yeah, you've started
How far away
walking.
am I?
You waited until you were a little bit of a distance before you drew. in
Okay.
there. But it was enough. You probably heard that something's not right.
Yep. Okay.
You turn around and see this.
Naruto, run on back.
Sending fucking Watson ahead of me and dagger out.
You're charging. What do you want to do?
Get shot.
Probably not.
But I will have sounds of death still. So my feet.
So probably need a. Yeah, no, he beat you on the
just made
thing.
noise.
So yeah, he's gonna be able to get checked. Give me
always do my
a Dex Athletics. Because you're point blank, it'll be. He will have a negative to shoot, since he doesn't have range on you.
Three successes. 100%.
Tie goes to you.
Nice.
So
Yes.
yeah, you pause for a second, turn around and run, and you pow as he goes. Luckily, it's like I said, he's like point blank with you, and yeah, you just sort of knock his head and it blasts right next to your head, just missing you. What would you two like to do?
I want to bite him.
Yep. Bring that head to me so I can.
What do you do?
I want to bite him.
Oh, I think it's a headbutt.
Okay.
I know he's not a
So
hobo
yours is a melee, dex melee. Yours is a strength brawl.
anymore.
And he will have a negative for
At least you're impaired. That's helpful.
I will rouse.
That's a joke.
Right, I'm impaired. All right.
Hungry.
Yeah,
I
That's
should have
okay.
been
You're
impaired
about to
there
eat.
then.
Yeah.
I just rolled.
Don't tell Zach that.
Tell me what?
Don't worry about it. Impaired to -2 dice.
Yes. Are you for physical? Or you're both impaired, aren't you? No, you still have your willpower.
I have
Yeah, I
willpower.
don't.
Are you? Do you have health though? You have.
I have 3 superficial.
Yeah,
all
you
your,
have
all
your-
your boxes are marked though, so you need
Yeah,
6.
you're-
You're
You are
negative 2
wisdom.
die.
You're -2.
Okay. Well, good thing I roused.
Yes.
Yeah. 1 success.
Okay.
I cannot roll.
She has 1 strength. No brawl. -2. So actually, he gets to roll an extra dice.
Yeah, that's how it works.
That's the math.
Is he wearing any like glasses or anything?
No.
He's wearing a good hobo costume now.
Do your thing.
Hobo.
He does for entrance. You don't.
So
need
in
to say it,
this,
might I. You can just get their attention. They can just hear you.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could
Is
try
it
to
good
entrance him,
power?
but he would be. It would be
He'd
at
dex
a higher
dodge from you.
difficulty.
So you stab into him. She tries to sort of grapple with him to bite, and him holding her off and trying to turn on you, you get a decent cut on him.
Is Watson getting his bites in?
True.
Right.
He has 3 physical, 4. Yeah, well, 3 dice for Watson.
Watson's not impaired, is he?
1 success.
No, I'll count it as another. I'll count it as a superficial. No.
What's what I roll for dodge?
I'm sorry, Dex Athletics.
Death athletics. Haha. And I'm down 2.
Nice.
1.
1. So you will hit you for to have it. So you take 1 more superficial. As too close as you're both
okay.
on him. He turns, he just cracks you in the side of the head with the pistol.
Oh, fucking hate this.
What are you two doing? You have him on both sides, but
Can I entrance
you're in a
him?
bad spot, and he seems to be sort of desperately going back and forth, trying to.
Corgi bite.
Yeah. So this is a new round, sure.
Not successful.
Can I entrance him?
Yeah.
Attempt to.
It's a rouse.
Oh. Well, he might die anyway.
Go ahead and roll that rouse.
Yeah, let's do that rouse first.
Nice.
Oh, success.
Okay.
Feels good.
He
Stop dropping it.
No.
Stop picking it up if you're gonna drop it.
Okay, I will stop picking it up.
is a vampire hunter.
Yes, I know
So
the
it'll be-
difficulty
yeah.
level would be high.
And, no, he just gets to roll against you instead of it
Oh, okay.
automatic. So it's his composure wits. Okay.
Oh, you hate to see it.
Mamma mia.
That's terrible. How do you do that?
You got 1 willpower left.
It could push you over.
You
Or-
rolled 1 too many red die, just so you know.
No, I have 4 hunger.
Isn't that 5?
Yeah, you rolled 5 red die.
No, I didn't roll that.
I
Yeah.
thought that was a beast tree.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
no, no.
I was gonna say this is real bad.
We're real good.
So you
She's
can
killing.
impair yourself, or you could save that in case your friends are you to keep yourself in check. Or you can maybe get this entrancement off and end this right now. What do you want to do?
I can only roll 2 black die. Re-roll 2 black die.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Here, my messy crit. Or
Crit.
crit.
It'd be messy, it'd be a crit.
Yeah.
Or they could both just be regular successes.
3 might be enough.
Sorry, yeah.
Might not.
We don't know.
I think I have to risk it
For the
for
biscuit.
the biscuit.
Which means cookies.
It does. It does.
In
I know
this
we're in
setting.
England.
Which is better
So
than
we're-
a regular American biscuit.
You put gravies on those
Put some
suckers, though?
gravies?
Oh, yeah.
I get some gravies on it?
Ah, I hate to see that.
There she is.
I hate to see that.
Yeah,
All right.
to see it.
What are you doing?
Night night.
Okay. Give
Didn't
me
fucking say it before I did that?
I forgot about it.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
give me
I said, that's
a
pretty good.
I know you said
name-
You literally left me to die twice now. Who do you think's going down first?
Dex
He's going out for real.
going
I don't know if
down.
this is melee or I'd say melee or
It's
brawl.
2012. What did that something
Yeah,
about?
It
Probably
wouldn't
melee.
be medicine.
You could
That's the only reason I fucking
Dexterity
did it.
and medicine.
probably be melee.
Actually,
You got it.
Because I have my special is anesthetic. So
I'm
if I can
saying dexterity and medicine with the specialty in aesthetics. Anesthetics.
And he's probably done it.
you know what?
similar
You're not trying to
before.
just hurt him. You're
Force
trying
the
to
anesthetic.
stab him at just the right spot. Medicine makes sense for this. I'll give it to you.
But still dex.
Yeah, they'll still be dex.
I got 3 decks.
Yeah, so
Is
dex
it still
medicine.
negative then?
So,
Yeah.
yeah, so 2, so 1 dex.
Uh-huh.
And then you get all of your.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There you go. Yeah, that's a good move.
So,
You should have
one
6.
more, right?
Let's roll 6 dice.
Yeah, because you subtract
Yeah.
2.
Nice. Got him.
2 successes.
And you have no will?
No will.
There's no way.
I'm
2.
pissing him off because I'm trying to trance him. He's mad.
You distracted.
Distracted him.
Okay, you inject it. He shakes and grabs and rips the thing out. You know it'll work, but you don't know how much fight he'll have in him until then. So, you got it. He's on a
Right.
he's on a time limit now. Now he's gonna go.
So he's good to shoot. He's gonna start blasting.
It'd be hard.
Can I duck behind the cart?
Give me a
Their bodies.
do what?
Can I duck behind the cart of their bodies?
Yeah, that's a good meat shield.
I'm about to drink from your guys.
Dex athletics for you.
Me?
No, for him.
Oh,
1.
Okay, so with this, he tackles Dr. Henry, and he has him on the ground, and now he's trying to keep some distance as he's pulling his gun out and ready to just fucking point blank him. What are you guys doing?
did you do your doggy roll?
No, this is now another round, so now you can.
So now I can. Okay. Come on, Watson. Why can't you crit? No.
Hate to see that.
Okay? So if you want to do anything physical, you're going to have to beat him in a grapple, essentially, at this point.
Great. With my 2 strength, well, that would be. I would have no dice.
Yeah.
So is there anything else you want to do, or anything
Rats check
Lady
what you're
Catherine
trying
wants
to
to
do.
do?
Here's what you do. You heal. Then you're not paired. Then you stab him.
You can rouse the blood to heal.
You could order else.
And with your blood potency, you'd heal too.
Yeah, fuck it. What's the worst thing that can happen? I'm gonna kill him.
You just get hungry.
You just roll 1.
Just
Yeah.
roll 1, yeah.
I get hungry.
All right, you get hungrier, but you lose 2 superficial damage, so you're no longer impaired. Lady Catherine.
I always forget about mending. Fuck.
If
very
I
good.
were to
Strong move.
shove
I should have done
the
that.
cart of bodies at him,
I could have.
would that would be like a strength thing? Yeah. Okay.
Strength athletics.
I'm gonna
Give me a.
bite
You can go for a bite,
Alice.
That's all.
but that's also that's a.
Alice.
Here's
Oh,
classic.
okay.
That's probably a good call.
It's not,
So
but I'm gonna do it,
your hunger's at 4.
Uh-oh.
and I have no willpower left.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that's-
god! What?
So
Spooky.
you can begin feeding on her if you want to do. Well, it depends. Do you want to try to get blood now, which would damage her, or do you want to just bite and start drinking? So you can essentially, if you wanted like a messy feed kind of thing, you can get 2 in a round, but that's aggravated damage to her. But she's already in
She's in
torpor, so
torpor.
yeah.
Can I stop? That's what I'm a little unsure about. I mean, I understand if you can't tell me that.
You can
but
spend a willpower to
don't
keep
have any
to keep.
will.
Oh, you have 0 will left. Oh, yeah, they'll come down to a roll. Okay, you start drinking.
I'm sorry
quickly, I
for whatever
assume?
happens. Yes.
Okay.
I just need to get something
So
so I
Slake
can
2.
get.
What's your blood potency?
The same as hers.
2.
Oh, Just
Yours
kidding.
is only 3 when you
2.
can. get
Yeah,
it
yeah,
full.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
I got it backwards.
it's 1 for 1 then. Okay. You get hungrier by 2. Alice.
Well, that just puts me at 5 hunger, so.
Okay. You
You
get 2,
already
but that's your
waxed
turn
me.
during that.
This game.
You
I'm complete.
heal.
Every box is full.
Same.
I what?
It's gonna go to blast. Okay. You could. Well, if you have anything to roll, you could do a Dex Athletics.
Who,
Me?
me?
Yeah.
He's got 1, right?
Athletics.
Oh no, you healed.
Oh yeah,
so-
I'm not.
So you get
You're
full.
not impaired, so you're not at -2.
Ooh, I hope I don't be so fail. But I did.
Oh!
Let me talk to you. You put that into the
You got
universe.
those
That is your
ex-
fault.
You got those extra
I
dice
wanted to
off
be
for
so
that.
fail.
Was there any no successes?
nothing.
Okay, so
No
this will be
successes.
1
0 beasts.
Oh, bugger.
6
I
divided.
think that just means you lose your head.
Luckily, you take half, so you're taking 3 superficial.
He's
So
down.
9 down.
Are you still up?
I'm down.
No,
He's down.
because you do a superficial, and then you come back
Oh
over
yeah,
on
yeah,
that
that's
one.
right. Because he healed.
Still up? Oh, just in time. So your wounds start closing. He boom, just blasts into you. Just takes a chunk out of your neck and shoulder. As it went for the headshot, but you're struggling a little bit. What do you guys want to do?
Corgi bite.
You're the most eager.
Damn it.
Roll.
It's
Use
the-
these.
get it-
Next time,
Yeah.
use these.
Get a bigger dog next time. How
I
about
can't.
that?
It has to
Tommy.
be- I'm gonna get a fox next time.
All right, what are you guys doing? If you want to stop feeding, give me a resolve composure.
At 2 negative.
Yeah.
-2 because you're still
That's still
mentally
3 dice.
impaired.
That's not bad.
But now with only 2 hunger dice, right?
Yep.
1 success.
Keep on feeding.
Can I?
So
he
at
has-
this point, you did your messy.
Oh,
This is
no.
another 1. Take your hunger down by 1.
he's got me down, and he's using another to point a gun on me, right? He's got one hand on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's at 5 hunger for you?
Me?
Yeah. This might be beginning the Diablo process.
I think so.
Let's do your
Fuck
thing.
up, Tommy.
I'm wait.
Yeah, no, he's holding you down. He's trying to just
All right,
execute
so I have
you.
a free hands then, right?
Mhm.
I don't know if I would have even put the dagger.
Oh, actually, no. This is the second round. At this, you can see he's blinking hard, trying to stay awake. You can still do something, but you can see he might have one more shot. Maybe.
Okay. So his muscles are getting lighter, and I try to or get the gun away from him.
Yeah, I mean, it'll still be a strength brawl.
You're impaired again.
That's right.
It'll
So
just be
you'll just
it'll just be a
auto-fail.
very low difficulty.
He can't roll any dice, can you?
That
Strength?
was strength brawl.
Yeah. So
What if I use the dagger to dex melee?
You need strength or melee or dex melee instead.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not you disarming him. That's you just stabbing him. If you want to just stab him, you can stab him.
Just stab him.
Could I stab this gun hand?
That's a cold shot, and that's negative dice.
and I put you 0 again.
So you could just do a normal stab attack, or
Can I actively just dodge? Like, can I just like?
yeah,
if I
that's
see him.
dex athletics.
Yeah. So that's
So 1
just
die.
1 dice.
Oh, hate to see.
We'll see. He doesn't have a lot of dice to use on this because this is his last little round. So you're at 0 though.
0 beasts.
I rolled 1 dice. It was a visual failure.
So I just
got
need 1.
So he just needs to roll nothing.
Yeah.
That did not happen.
All right, I'm down.
Okay, so with this, poof, and he just drops,
No
laying on
one's there
top
to
of
stop
you.
me now.
You're gonna have to stop yourself.
I needed him to be able to stop me. I thought he was gonna be able to help me if I couldn't get to him in time.
No, you
but-
decided to feed off our friends while I was being tackled, being
Listen,
shot
You,
at.
let
You coulda-
me
you could've
twice,
healed it,
once
yeah.
again.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
you
Once
could've
again.
healed on that one. Well, but then you would have risked just frenzy, and then we're all frenzying.
But then they want to be torpor. Okay, let me check some real quick. Actually, with this, let's take our first break.
Oh,
while
yeah,
I
that's good.
check
That's good.
some
Let's take a break.
Diablo
Ready to grow up?
rules. This was
Real
good.
fast.
All right, see you in a bit. Bye.
All right. So
are back.
Sort of.
Everything's well, one of us is back. Feeding
I'm in great shape now.
a lot, but you're not actually in a hunger frenzy because I thought you had a bestial fail, but you didn't. So you can stop feeding, especially now that you're probably not very hungry at all.
I have one hunger.
Yeah. So
I'm in great shape.
I guess since you didn't whole bestial fail, all right. But man, if you would have, that would have been good. Next time.
What disgrace does she get?
Oh, how are you feeling in that cart?
Pretty melancholic.
So, you were there, Dr. Henry. It's you and Watson. Watson's
No, I
fine.
have 3 bodies to drive around in a cart.
You got 2 carts?
Ah.
I got 2 carts.
Yeah.
One cart
Looking
doesn't
through
squeak as bad.
his, you can see.
This cart was a squeaky cart.
My timer started. There's other weapons in this cart. It's like his cart's just loaded with hunting gear. He just has sort of some stuff at the very top.
I take it all.
I mean, you just take the cart, but then you can't really put them.
Yeah, it's hard to push 2 carts of people,
Yeah, especially. Yeah.
especially considering I have 1 eye.
It depends.
Very
He's got a couple grenades, some handguns, ammo, 2 or 3 Molotov cocktails, which really
Back
just
to the
bothers
wards.
us. And you also see Henry has a dagger.
A shiny bronze one.
Actually, Watson has it's in his mouth.
So you can collect all the items. And
Collect the items.
ascend
I'm
yourself.
a completionist. Who am I?
You are a gamer girl.
Gamer girl.
Yeah, I definitely pick up the dagger.
Mhm.
Put that on my person.
Mhm.
I gather all the weapons and put them on top of the bodies that I have now.
Okay.
And then will I be able to push the cart if I have him on top of it too?
Yeah, like I said, it just takes a while. It's
I'm a
not,
slender
Right.
it's
man.
not pleasant, but it is what it is.
And I
Slender
will mend,
Yeah, sure.
so I'm not impaired physically anymore.
So yeah,
roll
so you can
around.
mend only superficial, but yeah. So roll 1.
Get hungry?
That's fine.
Alice
that
is
dude's
looking
not
good.
dead. That dude's not dead, right?
He's just unconscious.
He's just unconscious.
Mhm.
So let me get rid of the superficial.
Unconscious. Got a little
And he's not
stab wound.
actually a hobo.
He was definitely playing it up. Like he wasn't drunk or
Mm-hmm.
anything, but he's definitely a vagrant of some sort. Like the beard's not fake. The smell's not fake. He wouldn't necessarily be your
Okay, well,
kind. But you're also not really that hungry, so
yeah. Okay, never mind.
he's a hobo with a mission. Hobo with a shotgun. Good
But
hobo.
but I am gonna take that knife and slit his throat.
Oh.
I can't.
that was perfect.
I can't also carry him with me to get information from him later,
Yeah.
and I cannot risk him recognizing us coming after us.
Yeah, no. He's a hunter who almost ruined everything and killed you after a very long and long night.
I would
And he almost
take
made you drink some
a
gross.
piece of paper from the doctor and stick it on his chest and write in the blood from his throat.
You're not in a frenzy.
No, to the Nosferatu of the tunnel. I would write it to Deward.
You're lucky the doctor's not awake for this.
Okay.
I'll probably love one now. She's loved so much.
So good.
It's a calling card and everything.
She's loving.
We may not have come to an agreement.
How much?
With her finger.
A lot. He's a stuck pig right now, literally.
Jesus.
Henry has a pen on him.
I'm a doctor.
Page 1, flip to back.
I know, I'm trying to write it with my finger, and I'm already here, and I just finished agreement.
We may not have an agreement. That's it.
But I'm still protecting what alliance we have. And what are they called? What do we call them?
Antigen.
Antigen. Yeah. Yeah. And then I would just write antigen. Love. Cat.
Love cat. She's gonna love cat. All right.
15 miles.
Can I make a suggestion?
We're gonna do
Yeah.
karaoke.
Flip it and write.
Reverse it.
Drop it.
I got my eye on you.
That's funny.
Am I back up?
I don't think that's funny.
We know. We all laughed. You did.
Because my eye's gone. It's not funny.
Brett,
One day
write
we'll
your
joke
note.
about it.
Give me is 3 Nosferatu appear? No.
I was so upset.
Ever look at it?
You almost
I have
died.
3
You
kids
just
to
donked
drink
me?
from real fast. I'll power up.
Oh.
Your
Sticks
eye
her
grows
hand.
back.
So take him past the corpse room, past the nest where your first friend lived. Eventually get back to the tunnel you came in.
And I checked my cell. No, they took the cell phone, didn't they? Yeah, so I can't check the time. And no one has a watch on them.
You
today.
would, I mean, you would know if it was day. Like once the
'Cause
sun
'cause
hits,
we
there's
would fall asleep,
even if you're
right?
underground, there's like
Yeah.
the beast starts to like just shut down.
Yeah.
You're close, but you have some time to get somewhere.
But I have no phone to
Don't we
call
all have
anybody.
No.
No,
No,
only
we
had
had one burner.
I thought we were given a phone and we all got burners.
I don't think so.
I don't
So there-
remember last time
We, like, passing
last
it
time we
around.
joked about the magic phone we've been passing around.
There was one episode that because we all went separately things, we told us to meet each other at places.
I don't remember.
I don't think so.
That's like episode 2.
Oh, they took them.
But I would still have mine because I ran away. That's why I'm asking.
You don't even know if you had one or not.
Because everyone was doubting me, but I'm saying that we did. We got burners.
Um,
Because it was a whole joke of you didn't know how to use it.
That wasn't a joke.
From the queen?
Yeah.
We just got one.
No, but when
We got
after,
I think you had 2 because I think you got another
Oh,
one.
because
I don't
from
think
the
you all
queen, we
had
split
one.
up. Well, we split up.
Split up,
though,
so we had to have
might
two.
have had 2.
When did we split up?
When me and you went and camped out, and those 2 went.
Yeah,
to
no, that was a thing. They couldn't call us.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
tell
Oh
us
yeah, yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
but
Because
when we,
remember when they came in separate cars, but not in the right cars?
But
they
we
couldn't call
couldn't
us and
figure
tell
out.
us?
Yeah, we couldn't
Yeah,
figure
that's what
out.
whole
We don't
thing.
have. We
So
don't
yeah,
have
none of you have phones right
So
now.
recap on all the other episodes that we just had.
Yeah,
Um,
you're welcome. Usually that's bonus content, but you're welcome.
Okay.
Sneak peek of our sweet after show talk.
Just arguing.
would you say I had the
No.
taxi driver's number memorized? By that point.
Recite it right now.
Just make it up.
PAXI.
If you want to give me an intelligence check. Intelligence,
technology.
That's not
yeah, this is more
technology.
wits, like intelligence and wits. So straight memorization, but also be able to come up with it on the spot. So yeah, give me intelligence wits.
And I'm down 2 because of my willpower, right? Okay. So yeah, wits and intelligence. 2 successes.
Yeah, you could get it within a few tries.
Okay. We get to the entrance, the exit, whatever. Get them up on the thingamajig platform. Yes. I pull them just outside the door, so we're outside of the tunnel now.
So you're gonna drag the bodies on the street.
No, just into the shadows of like the closed exit,
So they're still inside the.
Just on the platform.
just on the platform, like right at the door.
Sure.
Do I see any passerbys? I know it's really, really late / early.
On the street. Mm-mm.
No one anywhere.
Actually, yeah, you could
If it's really, really early, maybe a jogger.
She's really.
I'm just trying to throw out some ideas here. You know, it's hard being a storyteller. You might need
workshopping.
some help. Can I help you?
And it's not in my benefit to feed you an idea.
We're just trying to get the story going.
Please don't say feed.
Yeah, I don't think at this time in this neighborhood there would really be anyone out. There's homes you can break into.
One-eyed sewer rat breaking into the house.
Actually, I'll say if you wait, there'll definitely be like a car passing by, probably.
Yep. Would kind of
Flag down a car.
flag down a car and yeah.
So you go out and you flag down a truck. Looks like it's like a maintenance or worker truck, probably heading to some of the. Right, you're in the Docklands area, probably heading to one of the warehouses or something. Yeah, and they pull over. And you just see the headlights, but you see the window roll down, the head peek out. You all right?
And I would entrance them.
Rouse.
London doesn't have any payphones. I've
Success.
seen Doctor Who.
Those are papers.
Those are
It's a
not
police
payphones.
box.
That's a different series. He's entranced.
It's Dr. Spacetime. Way different.
I need
Stop.
to use your cell phone,
Stop
please.
with your community bullshit.
And you just hands you a cell phone.
And I would call
Yeah, he unlocks it, hands it to you.
Finley, name a taxi man.
You dial Jimmy. Tell him to pick you up.
Yes.
He's on his way.
Cool.
Okay, now.
I asked, can I keep this?
Of course.
Okay, great. Was it a smartphone? Or was it?
It would be.
Okay, I wouldn't be able to dial it then.
You can blush it live.
Okay.
Or you could tell him to dial the number.
I would tell him to dial it.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't really know how to do it most likely anyway. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Imagine
So he dials for you
Buttons.
and then hands
She's
it
got
back to you.
lock screen down to somebody's phone.
Talk to him. Let him know where we are.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I would just hand the phone back to him.
Sure. We'll
Ask
take
him
it.
to clear the number. And forget any that ever happens, and I'm on his way.
Okay. Yeah. He drives off. Jim would arrive not too long after. From here, you would not have time to get back to the hotel, the Beaumont, but the Moon Palace is in this neighborhood, so he'll just take you there.
Okay.
And you can, he'll help you carry your packages up. Luckily, this isn't a fancy hotel, so the receptionist is not there in the lobby, so it's easy enough to go up without anyone getting in your business. And you hunker down for the day. Next day, you guys are in Torpor. Your rouse check.
Oh, just me.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Success.
You're fine. You wake up. New night, new you. Any superficial damage you have, you can heal your stamina in.
Nothing.
No, I already healed. What stamina or?
So you can heal an aggravated wound if you'd like. It's 3 rouse checks.
Composure.
Oh yeah, get your willpower back.
Yeah,
and,
that's. I'm very concerned about that one. So 3 of those, and you said 2 rouse checks.
3 for
3
if you
rouse.
want to heal an aggravated wound.
Don't you get 5? Is it composure and resolve?
No,
It's one or the other.
It's one
Whichever's
or the other.
highest.
Resolve, yeah. To heal aggravated. I mean, let's try it.
There's no way these will all be fails.
He put it in the universe.
Don't put that in the unit. We had to talk about this already.
I said there's
They're
no
all gonna be
way.
successes.
1 success.
I just throw it out
Yeah,
there.
you see. All right, that was good on you. That was quick thinking.
And I had to do it right at the last second, otherwise I knew you'd sweep in.
What's your at?
4.
Okay. Hey, but you're awake.
I get bodies to feed. You know, push comes to shove.
That's true.
Don't let
You got
it
a
come to
buffet.
shove.
They pushed. You could shove. What do you want to do?
She shoved that shopping cart away down.
I'm gonna clean myself.
Ugh.
Does my eye heal at all?
You healed an aggravated wound. So
One
yeah,
aggravated.
you've focused on how many aggravated wounds do you have?
I had 4.
Dang.
Now I only have 3.
Okay. Yeah, that would be the one you definitely want to focus on. So you're
Yeah.
able to. It still looks like heavily sort of like it looks off. Like there's no color. It's like a
Blind
white
eye.
blind eye, but the eye's there, so it's not this crazy grotesque thing. It's a little bothersome, but it works. Just looks weird.
Yeah, then I kind of clean myself up. Kind of taking my time.
Mhm.
Feel like I deserve it. I went into the underground, dealt with Nosferatu, and then me, a lady, drug back 3 torpored kindred
Yeah.
And a corgi.
and a skeleton corgi
Thank you.
Yeah, the corgi's still there. It's just hanging out.
staring
Just
at me with its
standing on the
little dead
wall.
eyes.
Just sideways.
Yeah, his tongue out, just waiting for.
What if I got
It's
rid of
next
that
to me.
while you're torpored?
Actually, I think it might.
I was wondering if he could stay
How long does he
alive.
last?
I think it might be 24 hours. I think.
Horrible.
I'm just resting. He falls from the ceiling, unanimated, just like.
You monster.
Number of nights equal to number of successes rolled, which I don't remember how that was.
He was 3.
3? Okay.
God, stop.
Because that's the one good time.
Yeah,
you
that
did a
sounds
bad
right.
roll.
One
I did a good roll.
So write that down so we know. But
Two
so
more
you have
nights?
2 more nights.
I'm gonna step out and feed.
Okay. Where you gonna feed?
Is any place nicer a few like blocks over? You know we're not in like
There might be.
gray
There's
area.
probably another decent hotel. Because it's not really like
Yeah.
nice areas here, but you could probably find another nice enough hotel to maybe
Yeah.
find a business person who has some money.
Yeah. I wouldn't spend a lot of time enjoying the hunt this time.
More necessity.
Yeah, I would just either catch someone coming out drunk or going to the bathroom and
Yeah,
deal
you look,
with
you
it
look
then.
for a more easy target than
Yeah.
enticing target.
Yeah,
Um,
so I have shit to do.
Sure.
So
and you could, yeah, easy enough. I'll say you could feed 2 from them.
cool. All right. And I would call Astrid if I could also remember that number, but I understand if I cannot as well. Or I could just get them all back to the hotel and contact her from there. I'm sure it would be easier to contact her from there.
Sure.
Yeah, okay. I would call a little taxi driver.
Yeah, you can get a ride to. I mean, you could go straight to her place too if you want.
Yeah. I don't really want to take 3 bodies there.
Oh, so you're taking everyone with you?
Yeah, back to the Beaumont. Would I be able to get them in there?
Yeah, it would be a little hard to drag 3 corpses around the city.
Okay.
It'd be easier to get a kindred to come to you.
Okay. All right.
I mean, not impossible, but there'll be some rolls.
Okay.
And especially with antigen out
Mhm.
and every day in the news, there's all sorts of things like gang warfare, terrorist stuff. Seems like every excuse possible for increased military presence. So yeah, you doing something like that, especially with
Be
there
very
being
risky.
cameras everywhere in this city, it's not
Not
the
the best.
safest.
Okay. I would call Astrid and see if she was available for a visit.
Yeah, Astrid could swing by. No, she thinks it'd be a higher potency than you guys, though.
Cool. Cool.
Well, one of us
You might be alright.
can get up.
Yeah, I'm dope.
You could get up.
Yeah, I'm lower than everybody else.
Yeah.
Well, I refuse to put my stuff in buttons.
Oh, okay.
So I can just feed off her.
Yeah, because she's... No, yeah, she's a contemporary. So yeah, she would have the same as you guys.
More, I was wanting her
Oh.
her resources if she knew of anyone that would be willing. But I didn't want to.
She's not great on the... Well, there's Lady Scarlet. That's one of her few resources. Because you know she's stepped outside of politics for the most part. She has a lot of mortal resources she can give you.
But she doesn't know many other kindred anymore.
I mean, she knows of them, but she's not the type that she really has the pull to like call in a favor. Lady Scarlet's far and away her most notable kindred resource.
I don't want to use her. That's the point. I'm not calling her.
What were you on?
Just get me up. We'll finish the missions together. We don't need the other two.
It's an option. 4/5 of the way there.
I want to go to Narwhal. That's fine with me.
Okay, well, I guess then instead of calling Astrid right now, I would just try to get Kami out of Torpor. If I knew that I could.
He's a lower generation than you, so you get hungry by 1. Tommy, you reduce your hunger by 2. And you're out of Torpor. So we'll say risk 1. Well, it would still be a check to heal your wounds, and she might just have to give you more blood. So still do the aggravated wound or house check.
Okay, so race 2, roll 3.
Yep.
Cool.
You don't want to just use my die?
Oh, no.
Really well 5% of the time,
That's
which is the 5% is amazing though.
And 2 successes. Hey.
Okay, so you hunger by 1, you heal by 1. Tommy's up.
Alright, we fucking get him.
Right out the gate.
I love this guy.
Right out the gate.
I turn and look at him full in the face, one white eye glaring.
Looks like you gave him a scrap.
Do you see all this?
What?
Running after Elder Kindred?
We aren't
By
gonna give us the fucking
yourself?
dagger. What are we gonna do?
Well, somehow this coward found it when he ran away from us, leaving me there with 2 torpored kindred and 1 eye. And then somehow he stumbled upon me after I stumbled upon an antigen hobo. And then he left me again, and I almost died because of the antigen hobo. And then he went to Torpor, and I feel like that's comic justice. But either way, he found it, and we have that now. I guess that's a
Oh,
good
bloody
thing that came
hell.
out of this.
Sounds like a victory.
I love this guy.
Oh.
I love this energy.
drug 3 bodies
In a corner.
through a Nosferatu rat-infested tunnel of the damned. And
Alright,
you
lads,
can-
don't give me any lectures about dragging dead bodies through tunnels full of rats. Now buck up. Let's carry on the mission.
I'm feeling a little hungry after carrying the weight. So I'll
Oh.
step out for a minute. I leave the room again.
Okay. Tommy, you got a couple snacks right here?
Looking like a couple snacks.
One of them's a little empty, so be careful.
One of them's tapped.
So
But if
She
you
can't
Alvarez
blind
her,
bond
you
you?
both could play one character. That's her souls
That
and
could be
yours.
fun if I overtake you with my higher potence.
Ooh, alright.
Alice and Tommy's body.
That'd be awesome.
I'd watch
Good
that
movie.
spinoff.
Yeah.
Are
Let's
you
talk later.
leaving, or are you just stepping out so you don't flip out on the Nosferatu?
I'm gonna.
I think I could probably still take her.
Tommy.
Tommy.
Cheeky.
Be cheeky in it.
Yeah, I step out of the
He's having a laugh.
hotel for a moment, just not to go anywhere, just to get some fresh air. It reeks of Nosferatu still and dirty sewer people.
We do smell it.
Yeah.
And
Cordy's
I
not smelling
also
great
Hey. Well, that tracks. That tracks.
Stuff him with potpourri next time.
When does he stop moving?
2 days.
Okay, time.
Especially the ingredients that make him are urine, fecal matters, and
semen.
blood.
Yeah, I don't like.
He
that
already
thing, so-
wasn't smelling good, and then he got ate up a little bit and rolled around in the
It might have made him smell better.
Yeah. Big trash over that concoction.
Undercuts in that urine smell. With some rat.
Hit of rat piss.
Yeah, I would go outside and breathe in the night air with the lungs I don't use, and try
I love
to
that for you.
summon.
Give me a rouse.
How do you remember how to summon all this?
Oh.
She
Yeah,
remembered the
hungrier.
sewer.
I'm at 4.
Okay.
What's that one witch?
It's manipulation plus presence versus composure and intelligence.
Does it automatically work against humans like the other spells?
Who are you summoning?
I am trying to summon.
Nope.
I was going to summon him in the tunnel.
I know.
I was going
I
to.
know. That's why I
I
was
was
kind of
gonna
glad
summon-
you didn't.
No, I wanted to because
would be
there's
good.
so many good things that could have happened,
That's cool.
and I
Great.
really regret not doing it.
Especially you
when
got
the
those
rest of them follow
grenades.
along.
You still have a grenade.
I fucking know. And a Molotov cocktail or two. No,
Yeah, I got a mouth cocktail too. What are you gonna do about it?
need?
This is London.
So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna try to summon Angelique.
Oh.
I almost got ice cream right here.
Concentrate for 5 minutes. You think of the person.
It lasts all night, and so it takes. Yeah, it's an attempt all night.
Okay, you focus. You think of Angelique as your memories of her have been pieced together enough to where you feel a strong enough idea of her and your connection to her to hopefully pull her to you. She's someone who's always looked out for you, and if she's indeed around, you would definitely need her now more than ever. So take some time, meditate on this, you put out the call. Anything else you guys gonna do?
Go feed.
I'll wake up.
Anything in particular? You're just gonna hit the streets and find someone to drag in an alley.
Probably run the whole bar fight playbook again.
Little gambit.
The same place or
Probably a different place.
okay?
Don't want to draw
Crackle Barrel.
too much repeat.
Yeah, easy enough. You find a little dive. It's early in the night,
Grandma.
so it's not really like a big rowdy crowd. But the people, there's some workers who leave work, go, and they're in their pints, and they're easy enough to push around and get to fight you, which you easily handle them. So you can feed 2 unless you'd like to hurt them.
Can I just feed again on somebody else? Just like go to a new spot? If I spend more
You
time
can do
with
it
them?
again. It'll be a roll to repeat it though.
Okay, I'd rather do that than
Okay.
hurt somebody.
Yeah, it'll be using your hunger strength brawl. So you're good at this.
Are you grappling?
You call that a grapple?
Yeah, sure.
That's what I'd call it.
Nice.
Nice.
A bunch.
Oh, maybe?
Maybe.
No.
Probably should have rolled that with hunger actually.
Oh, yeah. Do it
Let
again.
me reroll.
Yeah, reroll with hunger.
Sorry. This has been a long time since I rolled a whole session.
Tell me about it.
That's 4 successes.
That is more than enough. You can get another 2 from a different poor guy you pick a fight with at a different bar.
I just would do 1. Okay.
Yeah, with this, you're probably going to lay a little low while, especially that area.
Yep.
You're a pretty distinct looking person. If police get involved, especially a lot of police looking for vampires. Okay, what else?
While I'm waiting to see if anything comes from that, I'm gonna try to stick really close. And can I feed again as well? I know it's twice in one night, and I would have to probably roll for that.
Yep, it'll be a roll for you. So charisma, persuasion, seduction. Is that doing a special in that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Persuasion, seduction.
Oh.
And 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nothing
4
messy?
successes. No.
Okay, yeah, you're
Really
good. Drink another 2.
That's expert.
Like strawberry.
Yeah, I escaped him.
But then I try to do this as quickly as possible and go back to the hotel where I cast the summoning spell from. Did you not need me to roll for that?
For what?
For the summoning spell?
No, I think it's only a roll if they're like unwilling or. When. Oh, I guess you still have to roll no matter
Cast
what.
spells.
Like critical.
It kind of depends on how quickly they would try to go.
Got it. Yeah.
I
Give
think
me
is what the idea
manipulation
is.
presence.
Um, four successes,
Okay.
but no
Yeah.
criticals.
Definitely feel as if she's out there, she definitely heard the call and felt the urgency of it. Anything else?
I would go back to the room and wait for Tommy to come back.
Yeah.
Cooled off a little bit.
After a couple hours, the two of you return, a night from making out and drinking from people, a night from beating people up and drinking from people.
That's just sad.
Yeah.
Tommy's floating around the world.
Yeah, you reconvene at the Moon Palace.
Alright, and it seems we only got one thing left, but we gotta get these 2 up. Any ideas?
Again, memory's a little fuzzy, but if I perhaps drank from a kindred who had ability to get you out of torpor, would I then be able to do the same for her? Or does it not quite work like that? I can't remember, honestly.
And I think you'd have to drain it all the way.
Close, but not quite. So we're gonna have to find somebody else stronger to get them up.
Alright. There's Queen Anne. And, the Elder doesn't like us much. Another one we sent off out of the UK. We had, could, try calling Peter Thomas. But not supposed to do that till we have all the items.
And I don't think we can very well leave them lying here while we go search for what is it? One more item? Lost track, honestly.
Right. And it's locked up in a museum, heavily guarded, surrounded by antigen. So, seems like Queen Anne might be our only option.
You seem very quick to make that choice.
When it's your only one, it's pretty easy to make the choice. Any other ideas, lass?
None guaranteed. You do realize, though, that
She'll want something.
no, that she's part of the reason Mithras is gone.
Right. Perhaps she'll want to be a part of the reason he comes back well enough.
She's not part of not part of the reason she was gone. Her Valerius. So remember you did some checks on her to make sure she's benefited from the situation, but she was not involved in taking out Mithras.
Right.
It was Valerius and Richard de Ward.
Valerius lied about it, though, right? I think he tried to implicate her or something.
He basically just said that she benefited from it, like.
Mhm.
She also set up an entire Elysium worth of kindred to be killed by antigen.
Right. Squared away, protected herself or others. Can't say I've seen much better character from other of our kind. It is what it is. Or we can try to find another elder. There were a few at the party we don't know. We can try to make a new connection.
Right.
Right?
We may not have time for that.
There's, remember Jonas Cardoza was one of them. He was around. If he made it out. Other than that, well, that's about all I saw.
Would Queen Anne be higher blood potency just because of who her sire was?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right, okay.
Yeah, you should have a list. You have a few contacts in the Kindred community. The only ones you know for a fact would be older. Some might be. They might not be. But even if they're not, they might know someone who is. I know you made a few contacts. You helped that one friend's in Kindred. And
Yeah, no, Hadisa.
yeah, you have Najma, a recent Kindred, but a spy. So she might know people. The ones you know who would for sure be the captain, like you said, would definitely be older. The Lady Scarlet, you know, is older. Older generation than you are. Because she was back when you knew her. And then Queen Anne would very much be. And then there's Sri Sansa, but he's gone. And there's Richard de Ward.
Killed the lady.
I love that.
I left him a present, so maybe he'll change his mind.
Yeah.
So right then.
There's also Darius.
Rucker?
You don't know his generation, but yes.
I restrained myself from saying.
You've seen that he's playing.
Okay. I'm a fan. Don't know how I know his music, but I'm a fan.
I feel like I'm a
Maybe in
fan.
2012. Oh, like the Mithras worshiper peoples
Probably
who
right when his single
woke
came
us
out.
up.
2012.
Darius Shirazi.
That wasn't his single. She copied it. Old Crow Medicine Show.
I don't feel like his
And there's
number.
also your buddy, Algeron.
Oh yeah, he's nice. You tell me about him.
Who else do you know? You know John, the war vet from
Yeah, don't know if he'd be higher blood, but
yeah, you
we
know
could
what
talk
his
to him.
generation is, but there's a contact. Calico's out there somewhere.
Right.
Call her
She
up.
seems willing. Right, and so
Or you could check in Winston. He might know something. So yeah, you got options. You know a nice chunk of kindred. Depends how you want to approach this.
Maybe we try with Darius first. He has an active investment in this venture, and be far less likely to use this against us in the future.
Right. We'll
Unless
see
you
if
have someone else you know.
there are any other elders who actually maintain some loyalty. Give him a ring.
Would I be
You got the
able-
phone, right?
Tommy.
Stop
Cheeky
being so
Tommy.
cheeky.
Bit rude, innit?
Having a laugh.
Tell you what,
If
no,
we have
Taking a
any
piss.
viewers
This is
from
for me.
London, they will
I'm so
hate
sorry.
this. Yeah.
Oh.
They've called the cops. Or the,
Oh,
the
yeah.
bobbies.
Scotland Yard.
guys.
I'm sorry.
What were you doing? You have to make decisions, or this will happen.
It's more fun when you laugh with us.
Not for me.
Well, it started with him making jokes again about how I had to save everyone's ass, and he's not even thankful, and he's still making jokes. So
Somebody's thankful.
I'm trying to play Lady Catherine. And he'll be
You.
pissed.
He's the one who
She's
set
so
all this
happy.
up for
Yeah,
you, though.
so I figured
like you know,
there'd
this
be a
hotel and
way-
stuff is probably in his name. So
Yeah.
you might be able to check the front desk.
I would do that to get his number.
Okay. Yeah. You head down. What's her face? I forget her name. Is same receptionist lady's there, the owner of the place.
Hello, good
Hello.
evening. Question. I know it's very strange, but I lost my cell phone the other day, and I lost my phone number for my friend, and never keep these numbers in my head. Could never do it. For Darius, I believe the room is in
The
his name.
scholarly gentleman. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. No, he left his information.
Yes, we wouldn't want to lose that.
One moment. And she's got. No, she's very old school. She still keeps everything
Go,
written.
like,
in. Yeah. She flips.
Which honestly, you wouldn't know
Flips.
anything different.
Perfect.
Flips.
Yeah, this is new school.
It is.
What kind of
Get
binder
a
is
copy of
that?
this written
Trevor?
for you.
Oh, college rules.
There
Darling.
we go.
Fancy.
There you go. Oh, actually, I'm sorry, I forgot. And she, one moment, closes her book and walks to the back. Comes back little and has a little gift box. This was left for you in Amira, I think.
What?
Thank you
You're welcome.
so much.
Better be dog treats.
Good.
What?
This is so good. Thank you so much.
I thought so.
It's
No one ever
darling.
brings me anything. So.
Why do you
Next time, I'm
why do
sure.
all your receptionists
Who are you
do
talking?
this?
Who is this?
Sorry.
You can see ghosts too.
I go back up to the room
Mhm.
and I toss the contact card at Tommy and go into the bathroom with whatever I was given. Lock the door and inspect it.
Yeah, you open it up, and it's just a little toy cat, white, orange, black, little calico cat.
Oh.
You know what it means.
Not for you.
I
Right,
breathe
I have a number.
I breathe a sigh of relief. I was expecting something from Algernon.
I mean, maybe there's no.
Yeah, but there's no like significance to me in that moment.
Not in that moment. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't remember a lot, so maybe there's a
Yeah.
message you're not getting, but nothing
But I-
immediately.
yeah. But
know she's
knowing
dead,
that
so
he
she can't use
knows
the
that I don't remember anything, I would expect everything
You know
to
what I'm
be in
saying?
my face, like
Call her
laughing
out,
at me,
call her out.
Wash up.
poking
Yeah,
fun at
sure
my
you did.
memory and making sure I remembered something painful or
Right.
shocking. So
That checks out.
I'm relieved. throw the bathroom door open, come out pissed that I even had to be worried about that.
Yeah, you're out there. Thomas on the phone. Yeah.
Kind of toss it in the corner.
Dr. Shirazi.
Right.
Wait, right.
Tommy
who is
here.
this? Tommy! How are you?
Pretty fucking bad.
Oh. Oh, no. Is there anything I can do?
Right, yeah. Get your ass over here.
Oh. All right. Actually, it's fine. I had some more questions. I've been looking over some things. Me and Alice actually had a lovely conversation the other evening, and fascinating her story. I wouldn't mind picking your brains as well. Right. You're at the Moon Palace.
Correct, yeah.
All right. Yeah. I'll get my things. I'll be over there in a bit.
All right. Bring your blood.
Okay.
He's on his way. What was that?
Oh, I thought it was something, but it was a stuffed cat. Not a real stuffed cat, like a doll.
Hmm.
Somebody dropped it off. I don't know. It's an ugly little thing.
Right in.
Yeah. After a little bit, is there something else you'd like to do?
I think I might bring
It's
my really-
literally like sitting there, so if you look over at it, I don't know if that's
They're
going
in
to
the
do
corner
anything.
entirely.
I
They don't care about
It's
cats.
a small bedroom.
You think Tommy's the
It's a
kind of guy
small
who's interested in a toy cat?
You got
That's
a
for
favor
babies, isn't
from
it?
Queen Anne
know
over
what?
cat
Oh,
though,
lasses
so.
in these dolls.
Fucking hell. Tommy.
Women never change.
Eventually,
No matter how much time is
Darius Shirazi arrives, knock on the door. He's there. He's got his little briefcase, his sort of 70s style suit again. Hello. Oh,
Right.
so
They're proper fucked.
had some rough nights. Are you okay? I mean, I know they look very bad, but for some reason I'm immediately more worried about you.
So much.
I love this energy. You're right. It's a good day to game.
I have never lived a worse lifetime.
Oh no. So is there something I can help with? Is everything all right? Is your mission?
Yeah, you can help. These two are not waking. So we need someone to assist with that.
Can you help, or do you know of anyone that can?
Assist with.
They're in Torpor.
Waking them up.
Oh,
We're 4/5 of the way through our job.
really? That's good, right?
Right. Comes with a price though.
Still, this is
Right.
the
No,
worst
it seems
lifetime.
like it's not easy. I mean, if no one but the Heralds could do something like this. I don't. I mean, I have notes on Alice. From what I understand, with her lineage, I think I can help her out. I'm not as sure what the doctor is, but I can try. I had a very good meal right before I came over, actually, so this is perfect.
Right, you get our supper. That'll be enough.
Oh, all right.
We'll start there
Right.
and go from there.
You know,
I wasn't
Papa
planning to
spends
start
and-
anywhere else.
bite and they'll feed Alice. So Alice, what generation are you? What's your potence too?
Yep.
Yeah, he's potence 3, so perfect. He gets you up, heal 2 hunger, and then roll to see if that's enough to heal your aggravated wound.
Nope.
No, it's not.
So you do heal it. So she starts to come up, her eyes fluttering a little bit. You can see some of her more grievous wounds begin to close. Then she sort of shakes and just goes limp again.
Right, good thing you had a big meal, lad.
Sure. Yeah, I could try again. Thanks for the pep talk, Tommy. Didn't even
For
close
the Heralds.
He'll give you another 2.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm Owen Wilson.
With this, you awaken.
All right.
Well, that worked out then. Licks his wound. ton more I can spare. You said just her. What to
What's
do with
happening?
Henry?
What?
You were putting torpor. Do you remember what happened? I mean,
Yeah.
I know you have more work to do. I would love to hear the details of, but maybe once the journey is complete, I can hear. There's a lot of things I'd like to write about. I mean, this is the Heralds, what you're up to now, and the rise of Mel. I'm excited thinking about it, but I mean, first we need to make sure you complete the mission, and I'm here to help. So,
Right.
right.
If you have more to spare, you're certainly welcome to try.
I can maybe. We'll see. We'll see what happens here.
Oh, I can't.
Right,
Oh,
And
wait.
I'll give another one to. So third,
Careful, man.
Henry.
Yeah,
It won't hurt
bite
feeding him.
just to
If
soak
he
this down.
feeds from him, it would hurt more.
Well, you never know.
I don't know where they caught it and nasty. The things bobbed. Yeah, you 2 less hunger. Roll your 3 rounds.
Nice.
2 successes.
Okay. So yeah, you're only in hunger 3, and your
willpower
work goes
goes
down
down.
by 1. Yep. You guys
I
get
lose
your
1 aggravated.
Yep. So yeah, get your composure or resolve and willpower back.
Okay.
Both of you are up now. Oh, all right. I'm
My glasses.
touched. And oh my, he just looks at the wall. Watson's just standing.
Come here.
Yeah. Watson just
I wish-
drops, but then lands on his feet and goes up to you. Oh, this
That
is my
proper
Hakata. You've
weird,
ghouled
yeah.
I lots of questions.
Well, I can do
Again,
much more than this, but yes.
really
Yes.
fascinating. And usually you're kind of quite secretive with what you can do, but I would love to understand what he's. Doesn't look the best, but he's all right. Hey, I'm hungry, so I'm going to get a bite. Literally. Anything
That joke never gets old, you know.
else?
Appreciate your help, your aid.
Right, we're all rooting for you. Well, I say we all, the others that helps get you up on Ted. I'm rooting for you. I hope the rest of the cult can rally around once Mithras is back. We all get together proper.
Right. Any word from
Yeah.
Peter?
No, I mean I never really got much
Oh.
word in the first place. The letter was directly from him to you. I'm not even a middleman in this. It was my job to bring you back, which I have again. But again, I'm here for support if you need it. Things are getting quite bad out there. Though. A lot of kindred disappearing. I mean, we got hit with it, that first night, and it seems it's just been constant. There's hardly an Elysee could go to, safe feeding ground. Desperate times.
Do you know anything about the antigen?
Not my area of expertise. I'm not sure if we've just gotten sloppy or what's going on. Like I said, we're not the first city to really get the squeeze. Which is why it's more important than ever. I mean, Mithras, if anyone could fix this, it's him,
You look like the kind of lad whose expertise would be museums, though.
Yes, absolutely.
Right, maybe you can be of more use then.
All right.
The last person,
Gwendolyn.
Dame Gwendolyn. We think she's held up in, I believe, the
The British Museum.
British Museum. Yeah.
Gwendolyn Olive, yes.
Right.
I'm sure you know she was Pater before Thomas was, head of the cult. I used to frequent the museum quite often. It used to be our place of Elysium before Queen Anne thought the shard a bit garish, but she thought it better. Right. As far as I understand, museums on lockdown very much. They've got all sorts of things. Even the cameras, they have things set up where they can scan, and they'll know just by you walking in and out of the place what you are. And if you're not on the upright, they'll take you out right then and there. So I believe. I mean, if she's in there, I don't see how she'd be getting out. I don't know any secret way in necessarily. Perhaps. She has a child or grandchild, Chunhei. Perhaps she might know more. I'm sure she's desperate to get her friend out also.
Right.
Do you know of any tunnels?
No. That's garish.
Well, it's not exactly my 75th choice on the list, but there seem to be a lot of them around here, so...
I wouldn't be surprised if there
try.
was a tunnel leading there. I certainly don't know if that's Nosferatu. Maybe you can ask them.
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting reaction. Bit of advice. I thought it was good advice.
It could have been, yeah. Except it's not.
What about any upcoming new exhibits or anything?
Oh, they have a thing on Victorian jewelry right now, temporary, but I would love to see it myself. It's quite interesting. Regina Blake, she's keeper of Elysium. She might know more about the building, since she used to hold Elysium there.
Right. That's useful, lad.
All right. Yeah.
Does Peter have people here?
Peter,
Thomas.
me. The others died. So it's me and you.
No.
I'm sure there's others. They just don't. The cult's on our last leg, and that's why it's important. Once Mithras is back, we'll be back, and I think some of those who strayed will come back into the fold, and maybe some new recruits as well, assuming there's any kindred left in the city after all this. As far as like influence and whatnot, we really don't know.
No ghouls in?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
We met someone, she said she was working with Peter Thomas, couldn't figure it out if she was just repeating shit she heard or if she really was. But she was ready to turn on Valyria.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm sure they have ghouls. I haven't been informed of who they are, but what kindred doesn't have ghouls, you know?
Alright. What about Gwynlane or Sel? As far as you know, her loyalty to Mithras?
Like I said, I mean, she was Peter. She was very, very high in high regard. Really, the only reason she's not anymore is because Mithras disappeared. Talk of Mithras is a tricky subject. She hasn't... I know there were some feelers put out to get her to help bring back all of this, but that's very dangerous talk. And Queen Anne also has feelers out there, so it makes sense that she... was sort of silent on the subject. So I'm not sure where her loyalties lie. Perhaps it's just too dangerous to openly try to get Mithras back, or perhaps she really is over the whole thing. I mean, she's done decent for her. Well, actually, it's not true. She's in a bad spot right now. I don't know. I know she was once Peter. I know she's a Bruja, quite formidable. I'm not sure what her goals are now.
Alright. Anything else?
Maybe some of the other kindred who play politics more than I do could give you a little more information on her leanings.
Right. Go get yourself a drink then, lad.
All right. You guys be careful, all right?
All right, thank you for your help.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you, mate.
We'll take his leave. And that's where we'll take our last break. Coming back to figure out what you guys want to do in a bit. Goodbye.
We might need to.
All right, we're back. Everyone is awake for our first time this evening, starting up a session thing. What do you want to do? You got some leads now. Well, you have plenty of leads, actually. You know the Elysium person. You know your one girl, I think, was a contact with. Well, maybe you don't.
Hadisa? I do know Hadisa. Well, she told us already that they were going to plan to maybe do a hunt on her and do an attack, but that's in a couple of weeks, I think. But if we think that, what's her name's loyal, I'm not sure if we want to hunt her. So,
Yeah.
True.
There's info there, though. So you get a few different options.
And then
Also, you're all aggravated. So
Don't do anything too crazy.
if we want to, assuming you're not necessarily on a time limit, we can do another, take a week or so
Yeah.
to sort your personal affairs, heal your bodies.
You got some events coming up though.
I will ask for that dagger back though. I need to study it.
That's a good point. Where are you keeping all of your items?
I assume we had a safe at a hotel.
Or in the duffel. A gun duffel.
Or in the gun duffel.
You
yeah.
tell me.
I got a safe in the laboratory. And no one really knows what that is.
Someone knows.
You shut up, you. Who are you?
There's American
The escape
fuck.
gangrel.
London.
Oh yeah. You have your fucking gangrel out there.
I never told you about that.
No, I know about it.
I told her.
Who are you?
I'm the gangrel. I escaped.
He's my American gangrel friend. Have you seen Penny
My
Dreadful?
American gangrel.
Because there is an American.
But yeah.
Boy.
All right, so you got some time. What do you want to do?
roll.
Well, first, where are you keeping the items so I can take them?
What?
You can't take them.
I'm the gangrel.
I know you can't. I'm talking to you.
I say.
What are we missing? What does Gwynlene have? She has
The cap.
The cap.
cap.
Where are we keeping everything?
What?
I said, where
Who is
are we-
this character?
I like her.
Where are we keeping everything?
Do we? Well, I was gonna say if there's a safe at the hotel, but
Lady Catherine's
there's
singing
probably,
again.
there's probably a better safe situation. I just don't have one.
There is no safe.
We
in
were
the
keeping
hotel.
it. Were we keeping it at the Beaumont?
That's what I was gonna say. If there was like a security,
Right. Why don't we just
Yeah.
carry him on us?
because we
what
just got
happens if
jumped real bad. So I feel like learning from our mistakes there. I lost all of my shit, my
Alright.
book.
But do we want to keep them
and-
all together? Because say if it does get broken into, then they have all of them. I mean, we start again.
Right.
Just an idea.
But I think probably up until now we had kept them all together. Just
I'm going to assume so.
probably.
I'm going to assume they weren't on your person, or else you would have just lost them all.
Yes.
So
At the Beaumont for now,
Here's
Yeah.
the Belmont.
and then we can decide what to do. If I give you the dagger, are you sure you're not going to just run away again?
oh,
Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh,
I
kind of sick of
mean,
your view.
me running away helped me find the dagger. So,
Just my anxieties.
any other brainbusters, lady? I'm not going to apologize for the beast taking over me. It's happened to you. It's happened to him. It's happened to her. The
What?
beast took over.
I don't think it's happened in so long.
No. No beast ever takes over.
I frenzied. I didn't want to do combat to begin with. And when I kept getting hit by fucking gore rats, the beast kicked in, and my safety was number one. Because I couldn't do anything to help you in combat. So, no, I'm not going to apologize for that. And I don't need the dagger. If we're going to put it in a safe, I can just study it during the week at my own pleasure. So, are we done? I think we're done. All right, let's take him to Belmont.
Has he been at the Beaumont yet? Have you been at the Beaumont yet?
Yeah.
Because you stayed at your
they.
You're saying it
laboratory.
wrong.
There was just
Everyone
Yeah,
went
no.
there one night.
one night. Okay.
That's one night that we all went.
Why we're gonna You're Jordan showing.
I have one eyeball right now.
Oh
so.
God.
Put them down.
No,
Don't touch them.
Don't touch those
Playing
my
with
guys.
everything.
They're mine.
But that dagger though is some wild wild things.
Right.
I met a serial killer and good old Watson here dug that dagger out. But this dagger can kill ghosts
How do you kill a ghost?
with a dagger.
Shit, alright.
Idiot.
His scientific
a lot,
knowledge
baby.
is just stunning.
So that's why I wanted to study it more. Go through some of my occult books. See what I can find.
Right.
I can help with that.
Alright.
Well, if that dagger can do things, what about these other objects? Perhaps they're useful.
Well, course.
Cup used for a ritual. I remember that one.
Why don't we try to drink some blood from it?
the killer he had notes about this is going to be the whole Heaven's Gate and whatever. I don't know if that's worth looking into, honestly. It just sounded like a mad person. But he was talking to ghosts. I did see them. And I did see him kill them. So, I don't know. Regardless, I need to feed. I need to get some bodies. I don't like taking those hits anymore. I can do things.
Right.
You need to get some bodies.
Yes. Cadavers, you know. Winston will help me.
Right, and
A friend
Winston?
of mine. Old friend.
right, I say you can take the dagger, go find
mean-
his bodies.
I don't
Well, he
need to
doesn't
now.
need the dagger to find the bodies.
Right, but he wants to study it. Let the lad study.
I can just bring my books over to Belmont and study all the items together with her, maybe.
Sounds like the best plan to me.
Right.
Let's move then.
Just leave the swinging the dagger to me, mate.
You should have saw me, Tommy. That was so bad. All right. Well, I need to go feed and stuff. So.
As we gather stuff out of the room, I kind of throw some of the trash away that's collected around the room, whatever, gross clothing or whatever. And I pick up the cat in the box that I had brought up and toss it in the trash on top of everything.
Okay.
You all don't know about this, do you? Some admirer, some nonsense left it at the front desk for us.
I'm a dog person.
I go examine the cat. Is there anything like, if I push on it, does it feel like there's anything like in it? Or it's literally just.
Right, let me see that.
Is there something else you want to do?
I could, oh, well, I wouldn't yet. I would hand it to you, sorry.
I mean,
I'm trying not to metagame, I would just
Oh,
hand it
no.
to you. I have no reason
Now
to do it.
you're interested. I told you about this earlier.
Right. Said it was a door. Didn't say it was a calico door.
I said it was a cat.
Right. Fuck all. It's just
So-
a cat.
Why does it matter if it's a cat or a co-cat?
I like calico cats. Toss it back to her.
Alright.
Who sent it? Who
Alright.
sent it?
She didn't say it's just some admirer. I don't know. I was worried
Open
it
it
was.
up. Use that dagger.
I was worried it was from some unseemly acquaintances.
Right.
So someone knows that we live here now. Or
That's likely
rest here.
What's likely?
that it's one of those.
I thought it was one of mine.
No.
So, Tommy, can you stop being an obtuse asshole and
Stop being
explain
so
yourself?
cheeky.
Right, and
Tommy.
some lass
Yeah.
goes by the name of Calico.
Your
Bingo.
girlfriend knows that you live here.
Right. Wish she was my girlfriend.
Really?
No. She's
Don't
quite
be
mad, that one.
jealous. Henry, don't
Really
be
off the
jealous.
rocker.
Like,
Malkavian.
Oh.
can
Right.
Malkavians do sorcery? Would I know
I
anything
mean,
about
Everyone
there's a
can.
chance.
that? Alright.
It's not a claim
Could be a
discipline.
ghost in the
That is
doll.
reserved for the Tremere or
I know what
Monaco
I
King.
am.
Can I sense the unseen? See if there's any arcane runes
Yes, also.
or occult runes. We're not playing D&D.
No. We're not.
Nothing pops up with sentiency.
Oh, there's something to be warded. Like that dagger was. Use that dagger. Open that cat up.
Alright.
Like, entrail style, I'm gonna read this future.
Sure. Yeah.
The cat.
Pop it.
I've done this a lot of times. What you want to do is
I'm the fucking handmaiden.
I've killed a lot of cats.
Start and stun him.
Yeah, cut it
Okay,
open.
kinda like a-
Just
Need to find a
stuffing.
new coterie.
Yeah, alright, this is feeling real silly now. We should probably go. It's probably just like she knows where we are.
She sent a
now.
message, so we can't come back
We
here no more.
know that she knows.
Right. So this lass, she's right pissed. Mithras had me apparently. Killed somebody she cares about. Didn't ring no bell, so. She don't like me much. Probably don't like you all much either.
Yeah, and I just
Right.
destroyed her cat, so
Sew it back up.
handy.
Alright.
Is she going to be a problem in the future?
Probably.
Are you equipped to handle it?
Of course.
Do you need us?
Maybe.
Alright. Perfect.
Anybody else have any like problems that have cropped up?
Oh,
Yeah, alright. Anybody else want to do some sharing?
Yeah, I would say like no, I haven't, but I do have some people I'm feeding from, but that's about it.
oh, that's good.
That sounds like the opposite of a problem.
Yeah,
That's good.
it's a little bit of a brag if I'm being honest.
Mine-
Sorry, I've been asleep for a while.
My life's pretty chill. I got a laboratory, a gangrel run off. But
What was that last bit?
a gangrel.
With your whole mouth?
Yeah, one of my experiments escaped
Like recently?
about a year or so ago.
We've learned a lot about you in the last few minutes, and I am not happy about any of it.
Why?
Shit.
I'm just beginning to understand why you're so fascinated with that serial killer we found in the tunnels.
Yeah, I wasn't hiding any of that. It's who I am. It's who my clan is. We flirt with death. That is what we do. I'm not going to pretend to try to get you on my side, but obviously we're all heralds. We work together at some point in time, so I like to think of you as a friend. So I can see this is a little bit shocking for you, but we have bigger issues to get Mithras back to his throne. So my methods will help that. You don't have to agree with it, but they'll work together on this one.
Let's just try to keep your corpses out of my bedroom, please.
He's not just a corpse. Come on, Watson.
Alright.
Alright.
But yeah,
Sharing.
Actually, I want to go back. I would have left the dog in the tunnel.
Oh,
I would
yeah,
never
yeah,
have brought that.
Don't
with
do
me.
that.
you can do that.
Right, and sharing time over then.
Anyone else have any secrets they want to? Any problems that might show up?
Or brags.
Oh,
Yeah,
Those are on the
anybody got
table.
brags?
any
Yeah.
humble brags? Lady Cat, we all went.
Alright, proper.
Perfect. I'm gonna go bird watching. Let's just go. Yeah,
Alright. Usually jokes are funny.
not for me.
And not metagaming.
All right, I call a taxi driver.
I call him.
Okay.
Try to leave without them.
Hi,
Yeah.
Paula.
You do that. You'll probably want to get phones again. You could call from the hotel phone, but
Stop on the way at like a bodega stop or something like
yeah,
that.
I'll say you guys can grab some burners. So then each of you have one now, if you'd like.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now I got 2 burgers. Okay.
So
That two
No.
phones.
Sorry.
Just concerned.
Alright.
what else do you want to do in your?
Feed
Days
and
preparing.
prepare some rituals.
So at the minimum, it's going to be 4 days if you want to heal fully before moving on with anything, right?
Yes.
Although you could certainly check into some things during that time. I don't know. What do you guys want to do?
It's 1 day for each, so it would be 5 days for me.
You should be 4.
Before.
Oh, I'm thinking hunger, not aggravated.
I'm 5 days.
Or not wounds. Okay, so yeah, never mind. 5 days.
Yep.
Forgot some of you have more health than that.
Yep.
Okay, so you got, roughly a week.
I mean, on what to do. I mean, by that time Watson is gone. So I'll grab another one.
What's his name?
We'll go back to that.
You don't even have
be
to
a
know that it's not the same
Just
dog.
gonna be something you wait till the night of at the end again?
Yeah.
Okay.
And in the night of, I'll try to use Winston to give me some bodies.
Okay.
And do that. Give him a jig.
I want to try to find out things I can about the one they call Calico.
Yeah, we'll do.
How are you gonna go about that?
The only way Tommy knows how.
Jesus.
Going around places she's at, roughing some people up.
Okay. Give me a. Also, I could use strength
Where is
intimidation.
she?
Strength intimidation.
Where's Calico?
Oh, that would be 3 successes.
With 3, be able to rough some people up, get some straight answers. Find out what you can about Calico. She is definitely. I mean, she's a Malkavian. She's sort of considered one of those Malkavians. One are a little unhinged and not the best to be around. No one has seen her these last few days. Most people assume she got picked up by Antigen. The ones like that who have less control over themselves have been the first to disappear during these purges. They know they're... You would find out there was a falling out. Apparently there was some issue between her and her Primogen. Because you called in to have her Primogen for talking to. Apparently that happened. Instead of stopping her, it sort of put her out on her own, which is good. Which means well, good and bad. She might be a little more desperate, but she doesn't have the safety of her clan anymore. So there's a chance that she might get taken out herself if she's not careful.
But does that mean that she's take-outable?
Yeah, it does.
So that means, like, if I kill her, nobody's going to care
She's
anymore.
excommunicated from the Malks, and none of the other kindred are really going to care if a rogue Malk's taken out.
Right.
Anything else?
That's all the information I get? No.
I will say, at the end of the week, well, where would you guys be staying that week?
The Beaumont?
I'd be staying at the Beaumont.
Okay.
Well,
That's fine. Okay.
I mean, it depends on how things go.
Okay.
For you.
Do you
Not
want
that
to
I
go
have
next?
any secrets, but yeah, I mean,
Do you have any
everything's
brags?
to
That's
do.
probably a good idea. Well, maybe we should take care of, like, the other stuff that's not going to take, the rest of the session. She's probably going to die.
Okay. Do you guys know what you're doing?
I am fully strapped with grenades.
Oh God.
So-
All right. Yeah, we got to do
Even
these
better.
first.
Fucking no.
I
What?
am going to
I think you know how
spend
to
the
toss
week.
those grenades too well.
One, I want to try to get my Colt.
Be happy.
Solid, like,
It does make me happy.
camping ground, like, place to stick out more permanently. Or are they still in the hotel?
I mean, you tell me where you're putting them. I mean, camping grounds, that's not a permanent,
Well, just like a place to.
like a little tent city, like homeless style thing.
Yeah, and maybe we like build, not like build, but like we.
You could put them up at the
Find a
Moon
spot.
Palace. There's a few rooms there.
So yeah, well, I mean, it's what are you
Feel
going
like
for?
good and bad.
What's your goal here?
Well, she doesn't bring him to my place.
Yeah, probably like the same
Bunch of
kind of
vagrants.
thing of like trying to get
This place is paid for by.
like.
I mean, it's essentially what they were before. These are mostly like homeless people that.
Yeah, actually.
I mean, that they are homeless people. You approach them, you put in a hotel for a couple nights, but
Yeah.
I have a black card.
their situation hasn't really changed.
And they've grown
Go back to that
more.
story.
Like there's more of them than I could
Yeah.
put in a hotel.
Yeah,
so-
yeah.
so that's how I would say,
The
like, if I
numbers
can-
have swelled. Some of them are a little more capable at taking care of themselves. Now that they have your blood and some abilities, but you don't have necessarily like I mean, you have a place, but it's a.
Yeah, so I would try to find like the same kind of like, I guess, yeah, like the little homeless camping ground, but it's like instead of just kind of people showing up and fending for themselves. It's like everybody is in one place and try to get like nicer sleeping bags or nicer like.
So you want them all to stay homeless, just with better sleeping bags.
I don't know. I don't really want them to stay homeless, but I don't have a good solution right now.
Just steal some money from someone who has a lot of money.
She lied to me about what was going on.
What?
But I wouldn't honestly hold her, probably. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, there's a lot of options you have depending on how you want to go about it. I don't know if you're trying to get like a permanent place for them to sort of have this gathering and stay.
Yeah, actually, there are in America and also in the UK, there are plenty of big houses that nobody owns because nobody can afford them, and so like they'll build a house up, but they want people in there. So I probably try to spend one night trying to get into one and like be squatters.
Okay, and you want this to be like an abandoned house essentially?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a intelligence streetwise.
How do I have no streetwise? That's
I don't think you're usually an Osiris of homeless.
yeah, that's okay.
You could do that, or finance if you have it. That would make sense here of knowing where to. All right.
Talk to Lady Cat.
I should have. One success.
Okay. Luckily, that's all you need because one of your people is more knows a place. Someone who's recently homeless, a little more homeless by choice, a runaway, more so than someone sort of down under luck. Younger came from wealth, and so he knows in sort of one of these wealthier neighborhoods where one of these houses has been sitting forever and might be a good place to crash.
Okay.
So yeah, his name's Benjamin, and he'll sort of take the lead on getting you guys set up with this nice little manor that you can all. It'll be a little crammed, but definitely way better than it. It's midwinter, so it's definitely nice to be off the streets and have some shelter.
Cool. Once I get that set up, it's like our face, and then just kind of going off the idea of like the world's not going to give you anything, so you got to take it, which was like kind of the message I got him in on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense.
I would feed throughout the week. I would also do try to do the mirror ritual again, so to prep
it. Sure.
With them.
Okay. So yeah, you'll have that prepared. You do the actual roll when you try to use it, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you do what you need to do to get all that prepared so you can use it at the moment.
And then do the investigation on the objects with Henry if I have any extra time.
Absolutely. Also, give me a wits insight.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Gonna use a will.
Oh, you hate to see that.
You guys don't roll like that, man.
And a bestial fail.
Sometimes it works. I gotta stop doing it. In Mage, it used to work all the time.
This ain't mage.
I know.
These dice are cursed. So
Yeah, it's not good.
I think they released a new
Cane.
set.
Non-cursed. Sorry, our first printing all got cursed in the warehouse.
that cane curse, you know, I just got all of them.
Yeah, a witch got in the warehouse and went wild. Not
She
be
just was
surprised.
cursing everything. God,
Personally
that sucks.
blessed all of the next ones.
Alright, how does she die?
Yeah, this is
Okay.
yeah, this is gonna come back.
What are you doing?
During my week, I would like to reach out to my child, if possible.
Okay, yeah. Call Najma.
Yeah. And just see how she's adapting to kindred life.
Yeah, she's quickly getting the Thin Bloods in Southall whipped together.
Good.
One of the benefits of you not really doing anything with her meeting with Gabriella is she's still considered a spy, and there's definitely been an increase on your activities. The price is raised for anyone that can report on you. So she's been feeding them some information there's enough truth in it to where she can't really be exposed. Like, oh, they were in this place, where she said, but nothing that's gonna get you.
Benign.
Very nice, very nice. I'll thank her for that.
But yeah, apparently the word's gotten out that you stole something from the Lord of the Underground, and he is.
Pile of bodies.
But he's become incredibly paranoid. Even some of his Nosferatu spies are sort of leaving because he's apparently become more terrified of Mithras, and now you guys are a step closer to bring him back. And the antigen stuff is cracked down, so he's not in a good place. You still wouldn't want to run into him, obviously. He's probably going to be less polite and more to the point of, he'll probably want you dead.
Mm-hmm.
But he's starting to lose his grip a little bit.
I'll thank her for all that, and
it.
if she needs any guidance, that she can always reach out to me. But I do have a favor to ask from her.
Sure.
If she hears of any gangrel in the city named, I believe it's Andy.
Marcus.
That's in character.
Yeah, she says Mark
What was it,
Ugly.
Andrew or something?
Yeah.
Marcus. You're right.
Yeah, if you hear about that, go on.
Um,
To notify me. ASAP.
I can't wait till he kills you.
My neither. The final death. Is it as rich as they say?
You'll have to let us know.
What'd you say?
I said you'll have to let us know.
It's not worth it.
Answer real quick. She. So would know something about that. So find the name of something to remember.
I was hoping he was in America. That trash fucking country.
He is not, but he is American.
Oh,
American Gringle in London.
God, tap out.
Narwhal's still open,
No,
right?
you can't.
Why are you here?
I'm trying to study this with you.
I'm on the phone.
Yeah, I'm bored. Listening to your phone calls.
Don't you have a cult to run or something?
I just beat you'll fail on a wits test, so.
You don't know about it.
I can't find the name
Benjamin's
of
a
the
narc.
group, which means she
Oh, yeah.
can't remember the name of the group.
Yeah, we
But,
already. I was already like.
He runs with an Anarch gang.
Yeah.
That are, now that the Camarilla sort of lost its grip on the place, are a little less secretive, which also means they'll probably be picked off by Antigen soon. But yeah, he runs an Anarch gang with Chun-Hei, and there's been word of one of their people got picked off not that long ago. Zawadi got picked up by Antigen, so this Anarch group's been looking for ways to get back at him.
Told you I was gonna make contact with Chun Wei and like invite her from the Beaumont, right?
Yeah, I
Before the
remember
game.
that.
Yeah,
He said it, yeah.
yeah.
If a vampire could sweat, he would.
It did.
So yeah, he's part of this whole this Anarch pack, essentially.
All right.
Though it's Chun-Hei's relationship with it's complicated because while she's not really secretive about being an Anarch, she also is very close with her grandsire, who is not the Anarch, Gwenllian.
Yeah, I'm there. All right, great. This is so good. Everything's good here. How are you? All right.
I'm feeling great.
Like I said, if you need any guidance, we're about to do some things here, but I just want to throw you into the world. But you seem like you've taken
She
yourself.
said if you need a place to lie low, South Hall's shaping up pretty well under her guidance. So she would definitely have if you need to hide somewhere or get away from Antigen, just don't hesitate to head that away.
Thank you, my dear. We'll be in contact. Alright. Want to do this book? Or items with the book?
Yeah.
I found this really weird book, too, on the train, so...
So what are you looking into together?
I want to pour over any occult books that I have in the one that I found on the person. If it matches.
Found on the person.
The,
Oh, his notes? Yeah, okay.
okay. Just if there's any information on the dagger, because he seemed like this is the key, this is it. I want to see what his thoughts were.
He didn't seem to be knowing he was looking for the dagger. It's the only thing.
You can give me an intelligence occult.
Would we have been fed? Like, would I be at 1 hunger at this point?
Yeah, let's do a regular roll. And you can add your blood sorcery to it.
So,
Although, which one of your... Actually, yeah, just add everything. You do, well, you could do intelligence occult or blood sorcery, Alice.
intelligence occult.
Then, yeah, just give me your grand total between the two of you.
Crit.
2,
4, 5.
so
7 total.
With a bestial failure.
So,
Uh-oh.
your studies and sense the unseen and studying it from the oblivion side and also the thaumaturgy side. This, you believe, is what is probably used as sort of the anchor. I mean, you've seen it used in rituals. You saw in your flashback. This is a dagger for blood magic. And this was used as sort of the anchor for whatever effect was making you hungry in the underground. Now that you've removed this, you could probably travel in the underground without constantly getting hungry. Which is probably also a big reason why it's...
Why I was able to escape.
And it's dismantled. He obviously does a big thing
These
for
traps.
control for him. So now it's one less thing he had to kind of keep Nosferatu in check down there. You also know this contains an extremely potent, almost like a soul fragment. When it connected with the other ghost, it seemed to almost like override it in a way. You're not sure if it actually made them pass on or just dissipated them for the time being. It wasn't really this permanent thing that this person thought it was.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's infused with, you would assume, fragment of Mithras.
Very cool.
That, yeah.
Very legal.
This sort of this totem from the other side connecting with something else from the other side, yeah, just sort of had that inverse reaction.
Cool.
This is very, very cool.
And if you can use this, actually either one of you, it would add 1 to your rituals.
Oh. Dagger, please.
If you wish.
I said something.
What's your ritual?
I can go through walls, which might be useful when we're trying to avoid gunfire and break into a museum.
You guys should roll for it.
No.
Yeah, it's roll for it.
I mean, you can pass it off too. If you want to use it at the end of the week to do your things, then you can give it to...
Moment we
I
want
need
to
it
go
for
in.
us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you
You
Yeah,
guys,
you
could- you guys should just like throw it back and forth.
But the
to each
risk
other
is you're gonna have it on your person.
in combat.
So, should something happen, you might lose the dagger. So-
Catherine will be pissed.
Opposed to when she's happy.
God, the 3 bodies was just too many to carry out of there.
And a
3 is
corgi.
just too many. I did not. the
Corgi
dog
walked
just
itself. She didn't care.
fucking followed me. I kicked it and went go away.
Didn't feel anything.
Okay.
tongue out of his mouth.
Anything else?
That should do it for me.
Mm-hmm.
She got 1, 2 Molotov cocktail.
What are you gonna do?
So, the next night, after everyone would have been woken, would have been the 3rd night. Yes?
Third night. Oh yeah, it happened. You went down. Yeah, you'd have another night. Yeah.
Another night. I would try the summoning spell again. Or to activate summon.
You could try to heal one first. I guess, are we saying we're healing ones? I don't know how that works.
Yeah, each day you'd heal one. I'll say. You okay? Yeah, you do it again. You know it's working. You know you're doing your part, which means either she's too far away to have arrived yet, or isn't able to,
Okay.
or he lied about her even still being alive.
Do you want me to roll for that again or no?
You don't have to. I mean, you know you're
Yeah.
doing it right.
Yeah. Okay. It's just if it crits, I don't know how that affects the outcome.
It wouldn't matter in this situation.
Okay.
Whether, yeah.
I would call Astrid and go visit her if I could.
Sure. I'll do that. You'll have to get a new card and stuff anyway. So you can go, get your finances set up. So a purchasing card.
Again? Oh, because they took it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Cancel that one, please. Nosferatu, he was trying to be stylish, so who knows what he did with that card.
Oh yeah, he
Hey.
definitely.
Amazon Prime does deliver to the tube stations.
Hey, they're bringing content.
Okay,
Not sponsored.
see her, my eye would be healed by then. Yes?
By the third night, how many wounds do you have?
Who left?
So yeah, it would. Yeah, the third night is when your last one would go away. Yeah.
I ran across somebody. And that's putting it lightly. From my past. Do you remember Algernon?
Oh, yes, I do.
Slimy snake of a man.
Putting it lightly, yes. You did quite a number to him, though. He's unfortunately groveled and crawled his way up to proper kindred status, though.
Who did it? Who turned him?
Got permission from some Ventru and one of the cities up north. Came back here and owed a lot of favors to make sure he was welcome back in the city. I mean, he was a very useful and loyal ghoul for some important Ventru for a while, so they threw him a bone. I'll be honest, he hasn't done much with it, but too easy to get under his skin. Bad form if you want any sort of real power.
Well, somehow I came upon the knowledge that I was weak and I wouldn't remember him. And he used that knowledge to spark a rage in me, and I went to bite him, not knowing who he was. And he promised me Angelique, whom he claims to have in his captivity.
Oh, really?
And he intends to blood bond me like he did her.
Oh. Seems especially cruel and right up his alley.
Seems like he has too many cards in his hand, though.
He never forgave you. That's probably why he's never really rose in his stations, because he's obsessed over those who slighted him.
He let me know that several times.
So I wouldn't be surprised if he spent the decades setting this up, hoping he can have his revenge one way or another. Though I have, off the top of my head, not a way of neither confirming nor denying if he was actually able to secure someone such as your acquaintance, Miss Darkwood. We heard about the incident and with the war and whatnot, but I believe she survived.
I don't know.
You remember your flashback of digging her out of the rubble, so you know she's...
But she was alive?
Mhm.
Okay. I didn't remember her being alive.
I know, she would have been... she's old enough, she would have been Ash if she died.
Okay.
Yeah, if you like... So, yeah, if she actually... You saw her body, which means
Okay.
she was in torpor.
Oh, okay. It changes things.
But she was never recovered from her emotional wounds when you did whatever you did with your Mithras business.
That was a lot of head turns. Don't do that, guys.
I understand she was quite proud of you for being selected for the whatever it was, but yeah, I'm not sure what happened to her. I think she said she had too many memories in the city. I remember her traveling quite often, waiting until it was time to awaken you. So perhaps she's still out there somewhere. She just simply needs word that you're alive and well, waiting for her. I can get a hold of what contacts she left, reach out and see if she's vacationing in one city or another, and let her know you're here.
I've attempted to summon her 2 nights in a row. She's not appeared.
She's not answering the call. I would assume she's either indisposed or, I regret to say, met final death.
He indicated that she was bloodbound to him.
Oh.
Summoning could cause her harm to herself. She would not be able to attend to.
That would be interesting. Yes, I suppose it depends on the strength of the bond, the strength of the summoning.
Do you know where Algernon lives?
I can find out. I'm sure he has a few addresses and posh locations.
Any of them that you could find out would be useful.
I'll get on it.
And one last thing. With my memory being far more than cloudy, is there any way that I can stave off this bond? Aside from the obvious.
Speak to the Tremere. I hear House Corner has developed a way of shaking off the shackles of the bond. So I do not have any personal contacts with them.
I wonder if drinking from them helps out. Alright.
One moment. She'll call her assistant and have her look up an address for Alteron. We have one on file. We've delivered suits to. She'll give you the address. It's a nice house in an upscale neighborhood.
Okay. I would take my leave and call my taxi cab.
Okay. Where are you heading? So on this night you're supposed to meet him on the bridge for your second feeding. Which, you know, second feeding wouldn't make you bond to him, but get you a step
Wait,
closer.
this is now the next night?
Oh, I see. You're doing this the night before.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sure.
I would drive past the house.
Okay.
Just kind of like checking out the neighborhood, trying to see if I could see anything.
Nice neighborhood. You can't see much. It's a little outside the city. It's got a little bit of land. I mean, unless you want to try to like get past, it's a
Gated.
walled area.
Yeah.
Visible security and cameras. Nothing. A few Molotovs kind of.
Got those on me, puppies. No, I would just continue on. I'm not sure what I would do yet, so
Okay.
go back to the Beaumont.
So what are you going to do the night of your scheduled feeding?
I would see if Alice was around the suite.
Yeah.
I was wondering if I could theoretically, pick your brain about some, well, I've been doing some thought about blood bonding, and I was curious, how were you were unaffected, yes, in your training, but
Yeah.
how did you manage that? Do you know? Do you
It's
remember?
a good question. No.
Is there something special about?
You
anything?
do know it was through the sheer force of your god, Mithras.
Is Mithras, yeah. Is like devotion level or
You just
Yeah.
know through Mithras, all things are possible. And
yeah.
Mithras was able to give you the
Mithras,
Tremere to have you
yeah.
trained in their ways and spy on them. But you never lost your loyalty to him, which was something that you were very scared of doing, but never happened.
Yeah, so
That.
We did speak with someone recently who had a thing on this.
yeah, so
You specifically were there.
yeah, so but apparently the Tremere are now breaking the bonds. So if you want to talk to Asa, I think her name was.
As far as I remember, that meeting did not go well, and I feel like we have very little in common to discuss, and very little enticement to get her to share her secrets with me.
I mean,
Do you feel that now? I'm loyal, and this is nothing against Mithras
There we go.
at all.
Bro,
No,
Yeah.
but I mean,
Super
is
loyal.
this if they are breaking the bond? Is it a sheer force of will, a sheer force of belief? And your belief was in Mithras, and the combination bolstered your ability.
As far as you know, this was not a faith thing.
yeah,
This
it
was
it's
Mithras'
more like
direct involvement.
In involvement.
magic
And
and
yeah, how Asa described it, it's that Karn is the name of the person, the sorceress who was able to come up with a way to do this.
Oh,
So
gotcha.
it wasn't
a
like they
spell
all.
or something.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
yeah.
Well, that must be like a load of shit.
Yeah, it's cool. Talk shit, I guess.
Well, thank you for that. It's been
I mean, yeah, you can tell Asa you could reconsider it if you want to help House Connor. It's not like we ended on horrible terms, but what she had to offer me wasn't really anything that I was interested in. And
no. I think this thought experiment has ended for the evening, and I will have to re-up that at a later date. But thank you for your time, Alice. I'm gonna step out for a little bit. I'll be back in a little while.
later.
She didn't even say hello to me. I was sitting right here studying the book. She didn't.
Yeah,
It was the next day. Why are you still in my suite?
That's our sweet.
No.
It is.
You live in a little
Check.
dungeon.
The
The name on the
papers.
room? The name on the room?
Oh, why did your name up? My name.
You discovered Whiteout.
Technology.
You
is a
guys
hell
won't
of a
believe this.
thing.
This is real sorcery.
It's not of your appointment. What do you want to do?
I am going to meet my old ex-fiance.
Do you want to bring anything?
I'm very against risking the mission by bringing our things outside of thing, but and I don't think it would be.
Show up wearing the full goblet rings.
I missed that Jordan pop. Just a pop pow.
How's wrong?
Your nephew's in trouble.
I really wish we'd stop referencing the other one because I'm trying to get some distance on that
Oh yeah.
and then
That's
come
my
back refreshed.
Favorite entrance.
I've had some good ones though.
Yeah.
I think maybe you need to evaluate.
Okay, so you're showing up. Are you? I think he's asking if you're bringing a weapon.
Weapons? No. She doesn't know how to use them. It would be more of an ambush in her head that she would use them for.
Canonically, I think I taught somebody how to throw a grenade.
You showed us. I don't know if you remembered how that went, but
Elder died.
against my wishes. So
Yeah.
again, go on.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, things are dying even if you don't want them to. Perfect.
So
My house plans.
you arrive at the bridge. What are you wearing?
Ugh.
You toxic mailman.
Well, a lot could be said for how you dress for this occasion.
She. Was not thinking about dress at all coming in this situation. Just give me a second. She has on. She has on. She went shopping probably after, or she did something after Astrid because all of her clothes were ruined from the tunnel. And for some reason, I have like a pair like wide-legged, very very dark blue jean in mind, which would have been really pushing it, but especially seeing like kind of the epitome of oppressive patriarchy.
Okay.
It would have been a fuck you. And then a black turtleneck sweater with wide sleeves that taper at the wrists. And kind of that classic tan rain jacket. And thick heeled boots. White.
Okay. You arrive at the bridge. You see that exact same spot. Aldron is already there. Heavy coat. Strangely, seems he has blushed as he's looking healthy. You can even see breath, kind of sense. Again, middle of winter, you can see his breath in the air. He's wrapped in the coat, a nice dress hat. He's just looking over at the water. Scarf on. So he looks over. My lady, he takes her hand and kisses it. How glad I am that you kept our appointment. I was worried, you know. Strange things these last couple of nights. How are you?
Well, I guess I'm well. It's good to see that some things never change. You still try too hard, indicating his breath. But, you know, I've had a little jaunt around London, seen a lot of the underground world, and
Ugh. Sounds dreadful, honestly.
gotten to know a lot
What
of
were you
things.
doing down there?
Oh, just trying to keep an eye on things, you know.
I see.
Antigen running around everywhere.
Oh, it's awful. That's why my trying too hard is gonna keep me alive. You should try it yourself sometime. Feels good to get blood pumping through the organs now and then.
You've always cared about that quite a lot, haven't you?
You've caught me. So, I take it that you being here means you've fully agreed to our arrangement then. And this brings us one step closer to your grand reunion. And I have to say, she does miss you. She's been...
I want proof.
Excuse me.
I want proof.
I don't remember making that part of the deal at all.
No, but I met you second night instead of killing you in your sleep, so... I want proof.
My dear,
You want me.
don't think you understand who's in control of this situation. You never really did. Shame. Go ahead and give me charisma. You can make this an intimidation or a persuasion.
Would my hunger be at 1 or 2? Because that was what was left from the last time. 1.
I'm assuming you would have fed before doing this.
Who knows? Charisma and then persuasion. Can I rouse?
Mm-hmm. He's rousing.
Success.
Go ahead and roll.
What was that?
So that was 3 successes. I'm going to use a willpower.
Okay.
Four successes.
4 successes. I really hate you, you know, but this strong will of yours is also perhaps why I haven't gotten you off my mind all these years. I really hoped it wouldn't have to come to this. It's really not my style, unbecoming of me, but if you want proof, I shall provide proof. Pulls out a phone and he's roused so he can open his smartphone with a thumbprint.
Don't rub it in.
You won't be mad, will you?
You know me well enough to know the answer.
Man.
I'll let you know she's not usually like this. Something these last 2 nights I've really been getting to her. Well, he shows you the phone. And you can see Angelique. Beautiful dress. Lying in a bed. An ivory decorated stake plunged into her heart. Blood stains just flowing from her eyes. Like I said, just been like this the last couple of nights.
Is it just a still picture? Is it a... Okay.
It is designer though. It's very comfortable. The sheets, I spend no expense.
The steak is
Satin.
designer.
Actually, yes, that too. But that wasn't the detail I was trying to show you. Anyway, there's your proof. This would have been taken... I actually snapped it right after one of my guards told me you drove by the place.
I'm glad you're keeping tabs on me.
Always, dear. I've been at it for decades. I'm not going to suddenly get soft these last few nights.
Seems we're as obsessed with one as the other.
Give me a composure resolve.
Okay.
Can I arouse for that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fine with you getting hungry.
No, wait, no.
You didn't say it fast enough.
Oh.
Can I spin a willpower?
Yeah.
Hate to see that.
One success.
With one success, this little exchange has you take 2 superficial damage to your willpower as you're starting to get mentally broken down by this, just being in this man's presence and seeing Angelique like that. Again, not to be rude or unbecoming, but I'm sure all this has made you quite hungry, yes? I don't want to stain my scarf. Also, designer, that's what you're asking. And yeah, moves his scarf and tucks it under his hand and loosens his tie and his collar. Looks around. There's some people walking around. Give him a bit of a show, but not too much PDA. Whenever you're ready, my dear. And he leans into you, past a little bit, giving you his neck.
I bite it. Not gently.
Okay. He flinches a little bit. Easy now. You drink. So you can slake one hunger.
Is he wearing anything designed by the brand I primarily own? Do I notice?
His scarf is part of the new winter collection. That's why she had him in her books.
That's why I was
She
asking.
orders things from time to time. The suit, not so much, but also she doesn't really do many suits. Yeah, the scarf is. Yeah, you bite, and this time he doesn't force you to drink more. It's unnecessary, so he pulls away after you drink just a bit. Do you lick the wound close?
Never.
Okay.
Did you heal your willpower too? Those 3 nights? Okay, just double check. You're set.
Give me an intelligence resolve.
Is this something I need unswayable mind for?
Yes, I will give you a bonus.
2 extra die. But still,
Oh no. Your dice
messy,
are broken.
messy critical +1, so messy critical and 5.
Are you using anything?
What?
Are you using will?
No.
Okay. Get you by 1, also with a messy critical.
Oh boy.
With that, he'll start to turn away. He'll grab you. Think you're forgetting something like you did last time. Lick your treat. And you find yourself leaning forward and you lick the wound closed. Better. Make sure. So, a little bit of blood, and he fixes his button again. Wraps his scarf. Wasn't so bad, was it? I don't recall you complaining this much all those years ago. What do you say? 3 more nights again? Same place? Actually, no, it should be something special. Give me time to cook something up. I'll get in touch with you. Agreed?
Agreed.
All right. And farewell then. I'll fix his coat again and begin walking away, unless there's something you'd like to do.
Not right now.
All right. With that, we'll wrap this session up. Your few days having passed, everyone with their wounds healed, ready to do what you need to do to go after the final item to bring Mithras back.
So my ceremonies went off without a hitch.
Perfect.
We'll roll that next time.
Nice try, sneaky boy.
Okay. We're gonna do an after show. Should be interesting. And we're getting close to the end here, so should be cool. Hopefully, we'll work out. We got to do that to figure out our potential guest star thing.
Ooh.
Technology pending. Otherwise, check us out on our socials. If you want to watch what we're about to say, check us out on Patreon, where I feel like I'm about to get. We'll see what happens. All right, see you in a little bit. Bye.